Welcome in, welcome in,
What did
welcome
you
in.
just say?
I'm reading the comments, man.
What did it say?
These people. I don't even want to read it. These people are going in on you tonight.
When?
They said. You want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
They said, "Are you a bottom boy?" What does
But
that
I
mean?
don't know.
What does that even
That's
mean?
only something an individual name by the name Smear Gang will know. That's it. That's definitely in his vocabulary.
RD says Norby's using all of Marvelous's toilet paper. Dang, dirty
Dang.
vato, eh? Hop in the shower,
Yeah,
homie.
they're getting on me. Sheesh. It's
Hey,
early
welcome
too.
in everybody. I appreciate you guys giving us your time tonight. Appreciate you guys. Everybody in the comment section. We're gonna give some shout outs right now.
Oh,
But
you want to go through them?
hey, happy Indigenous Day.
Yeah, happy Indigenous Day.
Happy Indigenous Day.
Yeah,
What does
definitely.
that mean? What does indigenous mean anyways? What is being happy about being indigenous
Hey,
mean? What does it mean to you, Norbies?
it means that it's a day that thankfully the indigenous people organizations fought and requested this so-called government right now to recognize that a day like this, a day originally the day was Columbus Day because he discovered America, right?
To discover something though, don't you have to be the first there
Exactly.
to discover it and say, "Hey, look what I found."
Which surprisingly enough people in political power said, you know what, you guys kind of have a point. Okay, so he didn't discover
Right.
because there was already you guys here.
He
So
actually didn't even know where he was going, right?
no.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
So yeah, for me, it's just a day that it recognizes that it recognizes the original people of these lands,
Right.
the real inheritors of these lands.
Well, if you're indigenous in the chat, I just want to say I'm very proud of you. I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank your forefathers for surviving all the battles that they went through, all the slavery that they went through, and for bringing you here with us tonight so that
Mm,
you could be in our realm of life of
that's right.
living, right? And hopefully we cross paths. If not, we cross paths on here on the entire net. So I appreciate you guys for all being here. What was I gonna say right now? Um, Norbies,
Yes.
please give the chat, the beautiful chat going in on you, a welcome.
All right, let's see. Let's go through the roll call here. Let's see who's in the casa today. Let's see. We got BTM 5 Art. I don't know if I said that right. We got Sal. We got Raymond Curley. Oh yeah, it is BTM 5 Art. Is that supposed to be the bottom 5 art? Bottom art?
What the heck? I don't know. Why you making
Bat
you're
mark?
making up a whole thing for them, man.
we
And
got
then get let's see some of the comments if
we
you can.
got we got Rooster Z. We got Smear Gang. We got Mary Lou. We got also we have Brother Chosen. That's right. We got we got Only 6'4". We got Bob. We got Old Groiper.
Is it grouper? A groper
I
or
just saw
grouper?
I just saw his
I think it's
I just saw his
groper.
comment and
Groper.
I'm gonna call him OGYN.
OGYN. That sounds like a nurse. Isn't there a nurse? A nurse thing like that? The OGYN or something like that?
Those are the ones that check females for their womanly
Is that what that is?
yeah, an OBGYN.
Oh, that's what that is. All right. Okay. Okay.
OBGYN,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. My bad.
Says-
I don't know all the nursing lingo. My
we
bad.
we got Legend of Legends.
Legends.
We got
Legends of Legends.
Carlos. We have Two Face Entertainment.
That's right, Fred. Big Fred in his house.
We got Risky Business that what did he say? Neither Columbus nor the indigenous mention have anything to do with the native people of the Southwest.
What? Neither Columbus or the indigenous mentioned have anything to do with the native Southwest. Risky business. You know what? Risky business. Maybe you can call in, homie, when we take calls, and then give your input on what you're.
Yeah,
what
we're gonna
you're-
need
what you're-
clarification.
Yeah,
there.
we need some clarification.
We got Bob. We got Los Garcias. We also have Dave 208. We got RD. We have Fluke Duke. We have we got El Boo Boo in the house. That's right.
Welcome in, everybody.
We got Flip
Flip
C.
C.
We got Juan Calvillo. We got Carlos We got Los Garcias. We have Lazy Lokes, Martin. We have Pelon 915.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
I want to give a special shout out to Victor Aguilar also.
Hey, thank you, Victor. Appreciate you, homie.
Appreciate you.
Victor's on a hot date right now.
Hey, that's right. And that's it for the roll call right now.
Hey, is it me or are you talking with a lisp right now?
It's because my mouth is dry.
All those dirty ass fake tacos that you're eating, homie. That's what it is.
It's the real deal. It's
yeah,
the real
right.
McCoy.
That's not the real deal. I have a question for you though.
Yeah.
Is people from Oaxaca, if you could answer this.
Yes.
Do they have Hispanic last names?
Yeah, I want to say at least maybe 2 generations back.
Oh, really?
2 generations back.
Is there a name that a last name that you haven't is rare that they might have?
Actually, there is one. I think it's one of them is Lico.
Lico?
Lico.
I never heard that name before.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that I never like. I don't even think it's Spanish.
Okay.
Lico.
And what is the most rarest name? Either Latino. I hate to use these words, bro. But Latino or Hispanic last name that you've heard, like a rare one.
A rare one?
Yeah.
Cruz, maybe Cruz.
Okay. And do you guys? I'm sorry, I feel like I'm interviewing you right now. But Oaxaca. Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys call each other Oaxaqueños, or what do you guys call each other? Or is that like a derogative?
No, I don't think we call. As far as I know, they don't call each other that over there.
No, just like.
I mean, if you're here, like in the U.S., you would say, we're Oaxaqueños.
So, do you know what slang word that they do use?
Honestly, they speak in dialect, so.
And you don't know the dialect.
I don't know. I don't know enough of it. I don't know enough about it.
What is the matter with you?
I can only count 1 through like 5, I think.
You know what? If you were over there, they would beat you down.
You know what? They give a lot of respect, oddly enough, for people that come from here. It's not like the way they do it in the north, where they call people like us that are here. They call them pochos, and they give derogatory names.
Did your parents growing up, bro? Sorry to interrupt you. Mm-hmm. Did your parents growing up give you your migration story? Like, or did they tell you not necessarily like ancient migration story, but I'm talking about like how your grandparents came or your parents came over here? Or what?
Oh, they're very young. They were young. Your mom and dad? Yeah. They're like teenagers when they got here.
Oh, really? And what was the reason for coming this way?
Work.
Just to work, yeah.
Just to work.
And before that, when they lived over there, how was their life?
I mean,
did they tell you?
Pretty much it's like a village.
Yeah. Just
like a village. Trading was still a thing there, or it still is a thing. Trading.
And did they wear that regalia like the?
No. They were more modernized pants, some shoes, some huaraches actually. Just cool like what's that one shirt? That one material? It's not cotton. It's
what?
What's that other material that they
not
make?
Polyester, right?
I think it's polyester,
really?
or that one with a V. No, is it nylon?
Nylon? No, there's different.
It's the one that like that same material like they made the what do they call?
Never mind.
Guevaras, I think they're called Guevaras, or
I don't know, bro.
Those shirts with the designs that go down the side. You know which I'm talking about?
Yeah. The reason why I'm asking you, my bad. The reason why I'm asking you because we were talking before the show started. And we're talking about names and how come people can't identify. And you know what? Should I get to it when the questions, when you read the questions? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll get to it when they read the questions. My bad. I didn't mean to cut them off. But yeah, so we're talking about different names and like the word Chicano and you know
one name that they do use that's not Spanish. Mm-hmm. That's from my tribe is Ozomatli.
Okay, what does that mean?
It's just as far as I know, it's just a name. That was the name of one of the, I guess you would call either a king.
You know what I thought of right now? Ozzy Osbourne and Motley Crue. When you said that. Say the name again?
Ozomatli.
There you go.
You know, there's actually a band called Ozomatli.
Do you think that Ozzy Osbourne got it from them?
No. No, the band is from here. It's actually from L.A.
Oh, they are? Is it a rock group?
Yeah, it's a rock group.
Oh, damn, I didn't know that, man. I didn't know that. All right, cool. So, yeah, welcome in, everybody. Sorry for that long little conversation that we had right now.
Oh, look, right there you go. Sal says that guayaberas. That's what they're called. Have you ever owned one? You've owned some. I think we were at the Santa Fe Swap meet. You told me that you have shirts like that.
Like what, bro?
Like the ones that are like buttoned down, but they have short sleeves, but they have the designs that go down the sides.
Oh, I don't wear those.
No.
Those are more for like a lot of veteranos wear those. Or
Mm.
like older. My grandpa used to wear those to church. They have like the design right here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They goes all the way down.
Well, they have two of them, right?
Like a
That's
lot
what
of
you're
times you
talking
could
about.
see people like you could see some waiters at Mexican restaurant wear them.
They have them. They sell them like at Alvera Street, right?
Yeah, yeah, they sell them over. They sell them at different swap
Yeah, yeah.
meets.
I don't wear those, bro. I wear Pendletons
They're
or I
good.
wear Charlie
You
Browns.
should buy one.
Nah, that's too like old for me. I mean, I'm older, you know. I'm not that old, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna wear that.
All right,
It reminds me of my grandpa. You know, it reminds me of my grandpa and how he used to wear those when he used to be a deacon at Soledad. You know, so I'm not. I don't know, man. I feel like I don't know. I don't know. I can't see myself in that yet. But all right then. So go for it, bro. You want to read some of the questions? Or
All right,
what?
let's
What's
get to it. Again, this from the community post, and there's always like first come, first serve. All right, let's start off with OG Creeper 13 says, I haven't heard you talk about why you wouldn't consider Salvadorian or Honduran people Chicano. The original people of El Salvador will tell you straight up they migrated from modern day Mexico. Anyone of a descendant of Mexico should be considered Chicano, right? Everyone in the Americas, from Texas all the way down to South America, has some form of migration from Mexico. So why wouldn't you consider them Chicano as well?
And you know what? That is a great question. That is a great question. And me, honestly, I agree with you. I do agree with you. But in times, the names that are used have separated us. And I'm gonna give you. This is what I was talking about when I was gonna give you guys an example. So for and the homie, shout out to the homie from Flores. Big shout out to the homeboy right here, Tony. Um, he helped me out with this. Okay. I know he had more terms and definitions of these words, but Hondurans are called what? You know how to pronounce it, Norvis? I don't want.
Honduran, catrachos.
Yeah, God. Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Hey.
And Guatemala are called chapines, right?
Yes.
And Vatos from El Salvador are called what does it say? Guanacos, right?
Guanacos.
Guanacos.
Yep,
Guanacos. And there was more, man. I hope you call in. Hey, if you could call in, homie, and you're watching this, please call in and tell the audience everything that you were telling me, bro, because you explained it way more into detail. But honestly, with the who wrote that in the comment?
That's going to be OG Creeper 13.
So for Creeper, I agree with you, homie. Our migration, the only thing that separates us is an imaginary border, homie. But they're part of our migration too, you know. So I agree with you, bro. You know, it's just since the borders, people believe in that and they separated themselves, and you know our culture makes us frown upon others that are not Mexicanos or not considered Mexicanos, and maybe we cook better, or how I don't want to get all racial and cause a division in the comment section, but it's like that in every ethnicity. You got the Asian community. Some people don't like each other. North Koreans don't like South Koreans. South Koreans look down on Chinese. Chinese look down on Taiwanese. Taiwanese are they don't get along with whatever. Filipinos go at it with whoever. I don't know the exact beef or whatever, but it's like that in our ethnicity too. Like in our blood too. We that border separates us, and we feel that. And not only that, let me say it like this: the American border has a big influence on the way we think, that we're cleaner, or Mexicanos are more in poverty, or it just caused a division. And now we're calling Mexicanos that are across the border paisas, and we use all these terms and we don't even realize that we're separating each other. You know what I mean? But I do believe that, though. Our migration speaks for itself, and I don't think that we should consider ourselves separate as we do from people that are raza. You know what I mean? And I mean when I say raza, not just Mexicanos. I'm talking about people from Guatemala and all that, you know. But go ahead.
Shout out to Victor Aguilar for gifting 2 memberships. One being to Bob and the other one being to the Red Cat Uprock.
Hey, thank
AKA
you.
Lares.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you, homie.
But yeah, where were we at again?
We're on the Chicano.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, for me, it's it's evolved so much through everything that I've learned, even with you. Like in the beginning, Chicano. In the beginning when I was young, it was like everybody that's Mexican that's here is Chicano, and then it evolved into, everybody that was that studies the history of what happened with the Chicano movement here in like East LA. People that follow that movement, they're Chicanos. But then it turned into more of a tribe thing, where it's from where the word comes from, as far as it's Chicano and like with Mexica.
I think more people are becoming more aware, bro, and I consider this part of the Great Awakening. That people are being more interested in who they are.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of stuff that messes raza up is this whole what percentage of your blood, and that's a whole made up thing.
Yeah.
So I don't even suggest you go by that. I'm 70% this and 90%. You're of your dad, point blank, period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, and that's a whole agenda, bro. Go ahead. What happened? Why are you laughing for? What happened? What'd you read? Stop reading the comments, man.
Copy AZ.
What?
Copy AC.
Where? I can't see
The
it.
bottom one.
I didn't see which one, bro. Which one are you talking
The
about?
Guppy AZ is right
Oh,
there.
Guppy.
Yeah, Guppy.
Dang. You're stupid.
You got me off guard with that one.
Yeah, stop reading the comments, Norbies.
All right, let's go.
Hey, you know what? Before you read that, for Indigenous Day, I was gonna bust open a more.
Hey, is that kind of Monday right there?
And I'm just gonna have one. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. It's hot in here. I'm hungry.
For all our past ancestors.
I'm hungry. Hey, do you like
Don't get us started with food, Marvelous. Every time we start talking about food, we go
I got to.
And then everybody starts talking about food.
What's that food? They're not sopes, but the food that raza from El Salvador make.
Pupusas.
You like that?
Oh fuck yeah, bro!
You like pupusas? I don't like them.
I mean, there's ones I don't like. The one I like is I guess the one that's referred to revueltas.
Or the homie's wife made them. Maybe it's the way that she made them.
I mean, it depends, because there's some people that may do it with just cheese only. There's some that do it with beans and cheese, and then there's one that do it with. Actually, I don't know what the.
Well, she put like beans and meat in there, but you know what I think it is that one time I remember I went over there and the homie's like, "Hey, my wife gets down, homie. My wife gets down on cooking," and I'm like, "All right, cool, like okay, like no big deal, And I go in the kitchen. And she's marinating the meat with mayonnaise.
Yeah, that's a big that they do they do use mayonnaise for some of their dishes.
Yeah, but like a gang of mayonnaise, homie. Yeah. And I was like, dang, homie, you're gonna have a heart attack, eating all that.
Yeah, they said they cooked their turkey also
with mayonnaise.
Yeah,
nah.
That's how they get that.
Is Norby's lying or what? Because I think he's lying, man.
That's how they get that crispy texture
with top. Mayonnaise, bro.
With mayonnaise,
turkey.
Yep.
That doesn't even sound right.
It's bomb, dude. You've never tried their turkey? Well, actually, I don't know if they do it with turkey, but I had this neighbor that would cook every Thanksgiving a turkey, but in the style of El Salvador.
How was that?
Oh my God, it's freaking amazing. Amazing.
Well, why don't you go over there then, Norby?
I do.
If you like it so much, homie.
Dang.
Everybody from Oaxaca is gonna start going in on you right now. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Oh, it's good. You know what? There's only one restaurant that I know, and it's in Montebello, where they sell that.
Don't try to sound all speaking Espanol right now. Montebello. Órale. You're crazy. Hey, real quick. So
okay, the pupusas, right?
I know that El Salvador, they'll celebrate Thanksgiving, right? I don't know if everybody knows where that came from, but what about Oaxacans? Do you guys? I know one of your delicacies is armadillo. in the shell?
No, those are rare occasions where you would cook an armadillo.
Why?
Because
And what's the rare occasion? What does that consist of?
I mean, over there is like because they're like wild animals. So
Uh-huh.
I mean,
What do you mean? There's
well,
no wild animals over here? Is that what you're trying to
no,
say?
what I'm saying, like for the most part, they go for bigger games. Like they'll get a deer. You know, they'll get one
Where?
of those.
Over here?
No, over there.
But there's deer over here.
Well, what do you mean over here?
Like over here,
What do
bro.
you mean
like
there
in
over
Cali,
here?
in Cali, there's deer over here.
Well, right here, I'm pretty sure nobody cooks armadillo here.
No, but I'm saying, like you said, there's bigger game over there.
Yeah,
Or-
yeah. Aside from the armadillo,
Okay, okay.
that's more like it's like a rabbit too. You want to eat.
No,
a
but
deer.
what I'm asking, when is it considered? What is the whole tradition about cooking armadillo?
Well,
Because I know that's your mascot too.
I know they don't really.
So why would you cook your mascot?
As far as I know, I don't know too many people that go out of their way to cook armadillo. It's usually either cow. Or,
Have you ever had
or
it?
pig? No, I never had
You're
it.
not a real Oaxacan. Oaxaqueño.
No. Now, for the most part, most of the dishes are just basic rice, chicken.
And if they cooked it, would you eat it?
I'll try it. Well, you wouldn't try
You're
it?
hesitant.
You wouldn't
bro.
try it?
You're hesitant. I would.
Yeah.
I would try it.
Yeah.
What is something that you wouldn't eat? Would you ever eat frog legs?
I wouldn't eat a seal.
A seal?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Because
Why you out of every animal, homie? Why would you mention a seal?
one made it to the mountains.
What are you talking
I
about
have
right now?
no
What do you
idea.
mean a seal made it
A
to the
seal
mountain?
made
What-
it to the mountains.
What mountain?
We're in Oaxaca, where my village is at.
What made you think of it? What do you mean your village? You're not even over there. You never
Well,
been there,
well,
homie.
we're my people's
You're
village.
not from there.
My
You're from
people's village.
Montevideo. No, you said you're from Hollywood, homie. You're not even from Oaxaca. Shut up. You're
Hey,
a
he's
liar.
Hollywood. He's
Imposter.
Hollywood. He's Hollywood. Anyway, well,
Mr. Iron Jacket
well,
too.
there's a story where a seal actually made it. They don't know how it made it up there. They didn't know what it was. They just knew it. It was moving. It's from the sea. There.
You know what's crazy?
It came out of a.
You know what's crazy?
What?
That there's been whales found in the forest. I don't remember what forest, but I seen them.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt
I
it.
seen videos on it.
The fact
and
that
pictures.
a seal made it all the way up there, because it's pretty high up the mountains. So somehow, some way, it found an ocean tunnel that went in through the land and went all the way up those mountains, and then came out of the river.
A seal.
And yeah, once people saw it, they captured it, killed it, and cooked it.
Are you sure it wasn't Seal the singer? And
No,
he
it
went up
was
there to
it
go
was a
sing?
seal. It was a seal.
All right, we're gonna have
It
to
was
look into
it
that.
was a foco,
A what?
a foco,
It was a focal seal.
a foco.
All right.
That's how you say seal in Spanish.
Okay, I didn't know that either. You're teaching me.
Dang,
Thank you
you,
for-
don't know Spanish?
Why would I want to know it? Why would I want to know that European language? Come on, it's a focal. You learned a word and you wanted to use it all week.
How you gonna call yourself Mexican?
You
You don't
wanna-
know what foco is.
What does Spanish have to do with Mexica? Man, you're an imposter if I ever seen one focal. Damn, there's a little knot in here. Okay, what was the other question? Go ahead, bro. You're crazy,
Oh,
man.
foca, my
A
bad.
foca way.
Foca.
Foca. So
Look at that,
cállate la boca.
They're checking. All right. All right. I see we got some grammar police over here.
Heck yeah, my audience is smart. I got the smartest followers right here out of any podcast.
All right. We got XQU. It's cool. It's cool 33.
Okay.
He says, "Hey, you guys, big fan of the channel. I'm pretty young in age, haven't really experienced a lot. My question is, how do you stop giving an F what others think or have to say about you or the way you live your life?"
You know what? Take it like this. Young one, let me give you some wisdom out of my fortune cookie. Nah, out of my my what do you call it? My saralito. No, you know what? Honestly, I think that as you get older, bro, that you just stop giving an F. You know, you don't care. Stop laughing, Norby. Why are you laughing for, man? Stop reading the comments. Stop reading the comments. Don't look at the TV, homie. Man, stop reading the comments because you're gonna make me laugh, fool. All right, so here it is. you're young right now. You're gonna give a damn about everything that everybody does to you. Relationships, homies, friends, parents. You're also gonna think that you know it all. And I just want to let you know right now, no disrespect, you don't know it all. None of us knew it all. We felt that way when we were like 19 years old, 17 years old. We felt like we were the strongest guys out here, and that we knew everything and nobody could tell us nothing. But um, one thing that you do have to accept, either from older people or just people trying to teach you something, is learn constructive criticism. You know, you could hear everybody talking, but you don't gotta listen to everybody, if you get what I mean. And there's some things that you're gonna need to apply from everybody into your life, whether it be good or bad. Excuse me. So learn, like I always say, my grandpa taught me, learn something from everybody and anybody, whether it's the poorest person, the person that's doing life in prison, the person that's rich and has everything, the person that maybe seems like he's living the American dream. There's something to take from everybody, right? There's different kind of bags of candy out here. You just gotta choose which ones to eat. You know, some people you're gonna learn from that are going through the craziest things. And you're gonna be like, dang, you know what? I don't want to be like that, so I'm gonna take this road instead, and it's gonna help you develop your character, your wisdom. So and understand this, bro. Understand this. Don't ever blame yourself for anything that happens to people, even yourself, because everything that's supposed to happen, and there's gonna be trials in your life that you're gonna go through. I'm sure there's gonna be breakups. There's gonna be circumstances that you're gonna be put in, and you're gonna have to make a life altering decision on the spot. Just know that whatever you go through is meant to happen. It's supposed to happen. And it's either gonna be a blessing to you or it's gonna be a curse to you. So use it in the most beneficial way, whatever people tell you, and don't take everybody's advice either. People are gonna be like, you should have did this and this, and I made that bad choice when I was younger, and they're still going through stuff. But those are the people that want to give you the most advice. Use your discernment, and discernment means like your gut feeling, bro. Your spiritual guide. To know who's telling you honesty. And structure yourself. A firm foundation. But don't ever think that you know everything, bro. That's just my main advice, because that'll get you in a wreck. You'll end up in a dead end. But my respects to you. Thank you for your comment. I appreciate you, man. And I hope nothing but, good stuff happens to you. Blessings in your life, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, for the most part. I mean,
don't go to Taco Bell. Look at Norby's. He's reading the comments.
No, I was gonna say, there's like a few ways to get rid of that what would you call it when you pay attention to those people? What would you call it?
What do you mean?
When people get to you, it's mostly the ego. The ego. I mean, depending on how you're raised as a teenager, teenager, when during your teenage age, you're gonna either develop an ego, or you're gonna be more logical. For the most part, you want to be more, you want to hope to grow up more logical, because if you become more egotistic, that means you're emotional. That means you let your emotions get to you very quickly, and that drives you. That pretty much pushes you to act out. Like, it's emotions. Emotions are connected to your ego. I mean, I think of the story like, for instance, like Buddha. The story of Buddha, his whole journey to find enlightenment. I think it was more of a journey of how to get rid of his own ego. Because in the beginning of the story, he was this rich kid, a prince. He had everything spoiled. And then he found out that, the outside world, it's not as glorious as it is inside his palace. And in a way, he was disgusted by the world, the way it was, sickness, poverty. For him, it was like nasty. Like, why are people like this? Why do they choose to live like this? That doesn't even make sense. Like he, in a sense, I like to think Buddha looked down on those people. Like this is just it. But then I think he realized, no, there's not them. There's something wrong with. It's something with him. Like why does what gives him the right to feel this way about people? Judging them.
Thank you, Buddhist.
And I'm just saying, that's one route. He took a long journey to figure out how to get rid of that ego and, find enlightenment. And then you got the quick route. The quick
Norbit,
route.
you want to go to the next question, homie?
Wait,
Because
wait,
you're gonna
wait.
go on and
I want
on.
to make sure that he gets it. The quicker route. The quicker route to get rid of your ego is by finding a good shaman,
A good Taco Bell.
a good shaman, and do a ceremony with natural things. Like
You're going. You know what? You're going off. I gotta stop you, bro. You're talking about shaman and healthy thing, and you're not even drinking, homie.
I'm saying, I can't say the word because then we get in trouble. But they're they grow on the ground. You can find them. I guess the more proper name is psilocybin.
Okay.
Somebody that knows how to take it, but you do it as a ceremony. You don't take it to figure yourself out. You get, I say shaman or somebody like that to guide you while you're on it. And there's like the quickest way to
You know what?
get rid of that ego.
You're a bad influence.
I'm telling you.
You're going off into ego and taking other things, homie.
I'm telling you, bro.
Stop.
So
Dang, man. Oh my God. The chat is, please, chat going on this dude right here. He went off.
There you go. Smeargan put it on there. Well, there you go.
Damn.
All right, let's move on. Let's go.
Did you hear Two-Face? Are you listening to this cat right here?
Well, okay, Two-Face has a good point. You could do that one also.
Man, okay, Heathcliff, hurry up.
We got Tales of the Central Coast. Oh, that's one of Two-Face as a homie right there. He says, what do you think is going to come of this Gaza deal? Most recently, Trump is getting all the credit for, being the middleman between Israel and Gaza, and well, not Gaza, but Hamas,
Of course he is.
to bring this ceasefire and no more fighting. So, what do you think? The timing, the agreement. What does it all mean?
It's all a plan. It's a plan to build the new Israel, the new temple, their new sacrificial offering. That's what it is. To take over a people and create a democracy and dismiss the elders and all the wisdom that they have to give to their people. Okay? What this is going to mean, or this main battle is going to be, it's going to be against the white Christian and the Muslim. It's going to be the big old thing. And the ones that are going to fight that battle are us, our kids that are in the military, that are already getting deployed. Okay? And they're going to get told that they're fighting for freedom. Because if we don't stop them over there, they're going to come over here and invade us and do the same thing over here, which is not true. Because it's already been done over here in secret, in silence. They've already strategically built their palaces. They've taken over our communications. They run our internet. They own everything. The jewelry, the diamond districts. They own all media platforms. They own all television stations. So it's already happened. The silent war is the biggest war that you don't even hear about till it's too late, and it's got you, and your people are gone. They're done. So we just gotta wake up and stop paying attention to all the false flags. Stop feeding into your vote counts, because it doesn't. It never has. And start promoting our own businesses, our own people, and educating our own people, because that's where it starts with. If you let your kids know now who they are, they're going to grow up with more pride, more respect, more morals, and more dignity, and know the truth. Their discernment is gonna be man, how do I say it? It's gonna be so much more powerful, But what they want you to do is, put your kid in school. Your kid has to go to school. And if your kid isn't in school and doesn't learn everything that we're showing them, like, imagine that. Just think about it real quick. Think about it real quick. What I'm saying. Imagine if you ran everything, right? Everybody in the comment section. Imagine if you ran everything, and you created, or you know what? Let me scratch that. Let me say it like this. Imagine, and I'm gonna use the Mexica for an example, right? Imagine if the Mexica got on boats, and I told everybody, "Hey, Norbies, get your tribe, the Oaxaqueños,
Hey.
and all the homies from El Salvador. Hey, you get your ships. We're gonna go over there to Europe, and I heard there's gold over there. I heard there's silver. I heard there's resources, and we're gonna go over there and see what these people got." And all the Europeans were so nice to us. They're so, hey, oh wow, and they helped us off the ships. One of our ships crashed, you know? It went onto the land and it got messed up. And here comes all these tribal European Vikings, you know, I'll just say that, to come and help us, right? And they're helping us off the ships, and they're offering their best huts. Come and stay in this hut. And they're giving us offerings, the best food, bring them, you know, help them here, you know, show them our dances and show them all this, and look at our gold. Here's a necklace made of the finest gold, you know, here's where we store our water. Here's how we built our aqueducts. You know, here's how we show them how to make water run from downhill all the way up to the mountain, you know, and we show them all these things. And the Mexica go, man, with these 300 men or 200 men or whatever, we could take over all these thousands of people because they don't know no better. They don't have value in gold like we got value, you know? And then after we do that, we'll build a democracy. And you know what? If you help us, you, Oaxaqueño, I'll give you this parcel of land, and you can name the city after your last name, Norbies. Ooh. How about that? And I'll let you have this many slaves to start off your land. Whoa, I'll give you this much land. And so now all your slaves have to get your last name. You got a bunch of Huero slaves. And now you got to plant what do you want to plant? Sugar cane? You want to plant tobacco leaves? What was big back then? Tea, cotton, you know, corn, tobacco, whatever. I'm just giving examples, right? I'm not asking you for an answer. Better stop it. No, I'm just playing, Norbies. You know what I mean, though? Yeah. Imagine. And then after that, we're going to influence them. And we found this land, you know? Yeah. We discovered it. Yay. We discovered it. And now we're going to put school systems in, and we're going to make all these güeros cut off their piochlis, their warrior braids, all their traditions. They can no longer speak their language. You can't speak your language. And if you have blue eyes, we're going to make sure they're mixed. We're going to make sure they have brown eyes now. You know? Oh, all that yellow hair, that's got to go. You can't have yellow hair no more. We're going to bald you. We're going to scalp you if you don't listen. Imagine. Damn. Imagine that. You got to learn everything about us and dismiss. And now we're going to create borders. Yeah. We're going to create borders now. Imagine that. That's what happened to our people. And now we're going to call it Mexica land. You know? Like America. Yeah. And we have a Mexica dream. You know? Make Mexica great again. Imagine if we did that.
I think the world would be a better place.
And then I didn't even say all the worst things that were done to our people. I didn't even get down to Thanksgiving. I didn't even get down to the alligator bait. I didn't get to all the tree hangings. I didn't get to none of that. But imagine all that stuff was incorporated. Yeah. You know, you hunt down so many güeros, and I'm going to pay you this much for each one.
I mean, it was
Black Friday? Oh, Black Friday? We're going to have a White Friday sale. Ooh. How about that?
Not forgive, but I'm sure there's a story behind Black Friday.
There's a story. Yeah, a story on slaves. That's where that comes from. So all you Black Friday shoppers, that comes from an indigenous captive thing. That wasn't like that's not just something they made up. Everything means something.
Yeah. I'm realizing that a lot of things mean a lot of different things.
Yeah, and it's crazy. But imagine if we did that. You know what I mean? We're so welcoming of a people to really break bread and help somebody. You know what I mean? Go help them.
Well, that's the
And
beautiful
for you
part
to,
about now, though,
for
man.
people to take advantage, and for the sons and daughters of those seeds that came over here
Mm.
to not take responsibility and feel that they're separated or set apart from their forefathers' massacre
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
insanity.
Yeah.
While I wasn't there, you were there. You were. You were there. Your spirit has existed. You were there.
It's in your blood.
It's in your blood. The story's written. You can't erase that. You can't erase that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Oh, oh. Hey.
So, my bad if I went on a rant. You know how I go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was one hell of a rant.
Hey.
Well, I guess Tales of Central Coast, I hope that answers your question. All right, we got Amex Phantom 9619 says, are skull symbols demonic and evil? A lot of Christians would say it, but in our cultura, we have skull symbols in stonework and stone art.
No, they're not evil. That's my first answer. My only answer. They're not evil, but certain groups have made it evil. They have made it a symbolism of a bad spirit, you know, and with that, it's inviting bad spirits, you know. I think, but other than that, no, it's not. It's something. It's something. Actually, my honest opinion, skulls are something beautiful. There's something beautiful, and it's something. It's something that I take as wisdom. It's your journey to your next life, you know, that you have made it to that next place where you're supposed to go.
You believe those crystal skulls are real?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? You're collecting them or what?
I'm just saying.
Are you in search for one?
Nah,
I'll go with you.
Nah.
All right. Don't get me on an Indiana Jones.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Do,
I'm down.
do,
I'm down, homie.
do.
All right, go for it, bro. My bad.
All right, we got Magic Wolf says, I believe these, actually, no, I think we already answered that part. It was with the Gaza stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got SD805 Plumbing. There's no drain he can't. Hey, I forgot the line.
Unplug or something?
Wait, well, how do you go?
You're going to get technical with it. Just read the comment, Norbies. Come on.
All right. He says,
I want to take calls tonight.
he says, I can trace my background to my grandpa. He was born in Mexico. He died when my dad was 11 years old. My grandma was dark complexion, but my grandpa was white with colored eyes, and my last name is not Mexican. I've looked up the last name, and it's pretty common in Chile. One of my brothers did an ancestry DNA, and it came back 70% indigenous. I was born in Mexico myself. Question, how or what does that make me? I can't trace back past by grandpa. His family was really poor. I asked because I'm pretty dark complexion and my brothers could pass as white guys. And that's all my family there. That's all my family. There's every color of skin. And that's all with all my... Okay. All right.
What do you think about that, Arby's?
I think he got lucky. He was chosen
For what?
for that dark complexion of his.
Okay. And why would that be your complexion?
Oh, because it protects him.
His complexion?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
What I think honestly is that you would just have to trace your father's lineage. Okay, so I don't know if you've been on the show long enough to know when I talk about pheno and geno, but you know the pheno you get from your mother, and I don't know, you would have to know maybe your what do you say, grandfather?
Yeah, it's grandfather.
You know, maybe your great grandfather, you know, was indigenous. You know, you don't know. Maybe he got the blue eyes and light complexion from his mom. You know, you would have to like really look at it. But one thing I do not believe in is the DNA test, bro. I'm sorry, I don't. If you do, then, you know, respects to you on your opinion. But I don't believe in that. But I do believe that your spirit will tell everything on who you are. You know, on decisions and choices that you make, on the whole movement of the indigenous peoples, the bloodline, and that will speak for itself on who you are, you know. So go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, 805 Plumbing. Again, there's no pipe he can't drain. Open 24 hours a day on
You
call.
should really make a commercial out of
I
that.
really
For
should.
reals, 'cause
805, man. Let me know. Okay. We got Zapata Vive 1801 says, why do we continue to let schools keep us and our future generations ignorant? Only a fool will let his enemies teach his children. Malcolm X.
okay, why do we
Dang.
keep? What was the first part? Why do we keep let the
Why
schools?
do we continue to let schools keep us and our future generations ignorant?
Okay,
That's a good one.
the reason why is because we once believed in the school system.
We did.
That's why.
Yeah.
We had the computer lab. We had all these activities, and they made it fun where we got to build characters out of pilgrims. You know,
You
we
want it to
we
be
had we had plays that we used to do at school. I don't know if you had plays, Norbies. We had
Yeah.
certain events. And along with Cinco de Mayo, I remember being in Catholic school. We had Cinco de Mayo event. We dress and we do our little hat dance and all that. But we never really learned about our culture. We always learned about Rome.
That part.
You know,
That part.
and all the battles and stuff that they show us that happened in Rome with the gladiators and stuff.
Alexander the
It's
Great.
yeah, Alexander the Great, and then they use those names, right? Thank you, Norbies. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alexander the Great, right? Think about that real quick. They're using all these names, right? And they're throwing greatness behind it. Alexander the Great. What the hell was so great about this guy, right? What the heck was so great about the Pope? Pope Alexander the Sixth, Caesar Borgia's father. What was so great about that? What is so great about all these güeros and I know it's going to sound racial and I just don't care, but what was so great about all these people that learned from indigenous people how to bathe, how to build a water system, a bunch of stuff. 805 plumbing, you're in plumbing, bro. You should know about water, Think about that, bro. Who showed you how to run those pipes? You know? No, for real. Norby, stop reading the comments.
No, what you said.
But like, who showed? You know what I mean? Norby's is
said.
going way off with it, Spencer. But who showed you all this stuff? You know what? And made it enticing. And then not only that, they made movies to back up all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
They
mean?
made a lot of movies.
We go to the movie theater and we watch Troy.
Gladiator.
We watch Gladiator.
300.
You know what I mean? Think about and look at let me say it like this, right? Let me reference it like this. We go to these movie theaters, and the action heroes are always white.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Superman. Superman's
Even
white.
the Egyptian movie that
Who?
they made, the whole cast was white.
Exactly. And they're from Kemet. Those were all Hamites. Those are straight black people. Indigo. Right? And they made them all white. And so now all we see is white. We see a Jesus white. They did a what do you call it? An experiment where they went into kids that were in kindergarten and first grade, and they had these dolls. And they have a little black doll and they have a little white doll. I'm only going to use those two references because they didn't have a Mexican doll or a Salvadorian doll or a Guatemalan doll. But they had a black doll and they had a white doll. And they asked these kids, right? They asked them, which kid is a good kid and which kid is a bad kid. And you know what their answers were? That the little white kid was always the good kid. The little white kid, and the little black kid was always looked down on. And that's a systematic way of thinking. That's psychological warfare. That black is bad, which is considered brown, is bad. It's a bad thing. They're up to something. They must be stealing. They must be doing something wrong. And white is aight. It's okay to be white. White is clean.
White is right.
White is right. Norby's loves that, right? and it's crazy. It's crazy because in school we're learning all these things. We see a globe. We learn curses. We learn spelling, spell casting. We learn words and grammar. They show us television and where we channel programming into our life, a form of hypnosis, right? And we believe all this stuff, you know, and when we grow up, we tell our kids, you better graduate like I graduated, you know? You better get your master's degree. Well, what does master's mean? You know? You want to graduate, you know what the saddest thing that I see, and I brought it up on the channel before, is and sorry if I'm going off, but I'm just thinking about all kinds of stuff when I get asked these questions. The saddest thing that I see in our communities, and I'm talking about indigenous communities, and that includes North American Indians, if you're Lakota or whatever, you know, Dene, all that, is when you see a tribal indigenous woman or man, boy or girl, graduate from high school, and the tribe is right there clapping, celebrating. And they're wearing regalia, they're wearing tribal garment, right? But they don't understand that that's not an accomplishment. How is that an accomplishment? You just learned everything the colonizer wanted you to learn. That was it. They learned nothing about their heritage. They learned nothing about their culture. You know, they might touch a little bit here and there, you know, but you don't learn everything that you're supposed to know. Remedies, you don't learn nothing about that. You don't learn nothing about beading, making beads, or making weaponry, about obsidian, about anything. You don't learn nothing about the animals, the ones you can hunt, how to hunt, how to dress in modest apparel. We don't learn none of that. We learn everything about ancient Rome, about the Colosseum, about who was Caesar. You know? Like, that sucks, bro. That really sucks. But my bad, go ahead. What do you think? What do you think about that, Norby?
You know, one thing I would like to point out that a lot of the Romans and the Greek, a lot of their technology, what you would call technology at the time, a lot of them was learned from the Egyptians. A lot of it came from the Egyptians.
Another great, thank you, Norby. Another one is Tesla, right? Mm-hmm. You got Tesla. You got Einstein. Mm-hmm. Where did they learn all these things from? Where did they learn about the pyramids or how to build a cell tower? Yeah. You know, electricity. Yeah. Who came up with electricity? Like Edison. No, he didn't. That was already here.
Fun fact, Thomas Edison was born in Mexico.
I don't care where that fool was born.
Fun fact.
But the real fact is that he didn't discover electricity, just like Columbus didn't discover, you know, America. Like, it's crazy, bro. Yeah. They want to throw their name on everything. Yeah. And hell nah. Go ahead.
I believe it. It's true. It's very true. All right. Let's go to we were talking about why we let. Well, I mean, no, you're right. You know, and that's why I say we everybody, like you, me, everybody that's watching us, everybody that watches us later, have to take the responsibility of teaching the next generation of our actual roots. Yeah. Because right now is the most important time to teach it, because we have the technology to spread it out. Like 10 years ago, you and I wouldn't be here sitting talking about our roots.
I just got a strike, another one on TikTok.
Oh,
for my video on rhodium.
Yeah.
About I think it was about borders.
Yeah.
I got a strike.
The one where you say, you know, this is our land.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really?
They struck that video down, bro.
All right, this one from Jose Lara says, what to expect in November, carnal? Don't have to be detailed, just as heads up. Ooh, is there something happening in November that I don't know?
So I believe in, and I've already said it since last year. That's probably why he's asking. An Earth event. There is going to be an Earth event. And another pew pew, as they say, you know, on TikTok. But these are false flags. Whether it be the whole alien thing that they're trying to promote right now,
yeah,
or an Earth event, which I really think that is. I must say it, bro. I might be wrong, but I think an earthquake or a tsunami, something that has to do with water and land.
Oh hell no, man!
Yeah.
I can't swim.
And I already called it. The San Francisco Bridge and the New York, those are gonna be gone. Trust. I haven't been wrong, Norbies. Tell me if I've been wrong, bro.
Hey, I got a bridge to sell you in San Francisco.
No, but tell me if I've been wrong.
No, they've been coming up.
If I have though, say it. Call me
Well,
out.
I hope you're wrong this time.
No, but call me out, bro.
I
Have I
will.
been wrong since I've been on Rhodium Radio?
No, not that I know.
Shout out to Rhodium Radio.
Not
by the
that
way.
I know. No, I haven't seen one that hasn't happened.
I haven't been wrong yet.
Well, hopefully you're wrong this time.
Oh,
I
wow.
can't swim.
Okay. Oh, you can for real?
Yeah.
Oh man, bro.
Okay, we got one from Risky Business. He says, "What afterlife theory do you guys believe in, and does it align with your theory of origin of life?"
Go ahead, Norbies.
I mean, for me, I take a look at my tribe and my roots. Death is only the beginning. I mean, we're here for whatever moment we are
What's
here.
that noise?
It's a sink.
Oh, okay.
We're here for whatever moment we are, and for the most part, this is in a sense, this is our training for the next phase of what is our spirit. Because we come here we were born into this world not knowing anything. We're a blank slate, and we're just dumped into a world that already has rules and regulations and policies and taxes, and we somehow, some way have to figure it all out so we can make it. And I'm saying from my perspective, because we weren't in this society. My parents weren't part of this governing system, as you call it. So they learned as much as just making money, paying your bills, and
Real quick,
and
I got a question. I'm sorry, Norbies. I don't mean to interrupt you. My bad, bro. So, do you believe that your ancestors are separate from you?
as how.
That they're just their own individual spirit?
Yeah, I take it that my ancestors are separated from me.
So you don't believe they live through you?
No, I believe that they guide me.
Okay.
I believe that I could speak and ask for guidance. But for the
So
most,
you don't believe that you've been here before?
no. I mean,
And I'm only asking because that's what I believe.
I believe that we're in different worlds at a different time, and I say this because I have weird dreams where like everything feels real, but it's just different things are happening.
Okay.
It's like it's I'm in another world, but everything's real, and then I'm like, this is in my world. Like, what the hell is going on? And it's always that part that. But aside from that, I don't know. It's tough. Like I told you, my ancestors they hid everything, everything that has to do with our past. They hid everything. When the Spaniards came to our last pyramids, it was empty, and they couldn't find any of our stuff. So they assumed we took it up north to the mountains and hid it somewhere, which is one of the reasons why Spanish Pueblo exists up there in the mountains, because they're just there waiting for the day where one of us finds whatever we're supposed to find.
See, I believe the opposite. Or I believe that you've been here before. There was a Norbies here, and you could call it another dimension or a life before you were born, but you come into your curse. And I'm just gonna say a curse because a lot of stuff keeps happening to you until you clean up that curse or whatever. But I don't believe we're separate from our ancestors. I believe our ancestors lived through us, and the story is always written in our blood.
Yeah.
That's how we have such a strong discernment or willpower to move forward and keep fighting.
Yeah.
Because we were fighting.
Yeah.
We've been fighting. We are the resistance, and they know that, and they wanna change our blood, bro. So they create these vaccinations to create a manifestation of their reality to manipulate the molecule of our blood cell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying, I don't know if you're gonna understand what I'm saying. I'm sure you will, because we did the story on feelings. How frequency, energy, it manifests a certain reality of that cell. It changes it, bro.
Yeah.
It changes it. So with the first vaccine of that C-19 thing, we know that was nanotechnology to do such thing.
So well, let me ask you. So you believe your body, your DNA affects your spirit?
Well, your spirit controls that. Your spirit, that's what it is.
But I'm saying like all these things that they're creating to mess us up. Like
the main thing is that they're trying to control our spirit, and the only way to get to our spirit they know of is through our blood. So they're gonna try to do everything to manipulate that cell.
Well, that's why I say, in a sense, that's one of the reasons where they're trying to delete all of us, as many as they can.
Yeah, but before that, they can't just delete us as a whole tribe. They need the answers.
Yeah.
And they don't have all the answers.
They don't have all the answers.
The answers is written on our blood, and they have the hardest time finding that out.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's probably the only reason why they haven't. But at the same time, like I said before, their population is dwindling also.
Well, and it always will be. There's been a curse placed upon their tribes.
They can't maintain their numbers here.
Facts.
And that's it's gonna be interesting to happen because, like I said, the last numbers that came out the year before about babies.
Yeah.
We almost our people almost had like almost 4 million babies, right? So in 20 years, those almost 4 million babies are gonna be adults.
And for all you women out there, that are having babies, or if you know anybody that is pregnant, do not give that placenta up. Do not let them cut that umbilical cord. That is so crucial to your baby. Your baby will have a stronger sense of awareness. Don't let them cut that until that placenta is finished and that baby has got all the nutrients from that placenta.
Yeah.
Don't do that. They cut that off and they sell it at a high price. You guys have no idea. So don't let them cut that. And don't let them manipulate you that you have to cut it either.
Yeah, that's a good point. Anyways, I was gonna point something out about that. I was gonna point out that the placenta is actually from the father's side.
Oh, you were gonna point that out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Where'd you hear that from?
Huh?
Where'd you hear that?
No, it makes sense.
Where'd you hear it though?
It makes sense.
Where'd you hear it? That the placenta comes from the male. Who told you that, Norbies?
I don't know if I can say.
You don't know what? I told you that. What you talking about?
Okay, explain to me how you said that.
I did not say it. You could go to my episodes and find out. You could go to Rhodium Radio about 2 years ago where I said that.
Oh, you probably did.
Yeah, I probably did, huh? Oh my god. Shut up. Man, Norbies.
Wait, what was? Oh, okay.
You're fired.
Oh, hey, well, yeah, well.
Well,
I mean, for the most part, yeah. This life is our first phase, one of our first phases for me. I mean, you want to get really high level. I mean, I like to think our souls, our actual souls, or whatever we are somewhere else, just looking at us.
Where?
Living the life.
What do you mean? When we dream or when?
No. Like our real self is somewhere out there watching us. Live our life.
Okay.
Like there's another higher version of us.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense.
No, but go ahead.
It was like saying, for the most part, I don't know if you believe, but for us being the children of God, meaning that if we're the children of God, that means we eventually have to rise up to be a God.
Adam, right? They say we came from Adam and Eve. Adame, the red. Person of clay, the dirt, the earth, Meshi.
Which is interesting because for us, when they created us in like, let's say Mexica,
they
history,
stole all that from our story, homie. That's our story.
When they made us, they made it out of bones from themselves and from other godly things.
In the image of them.
To create us, yeah.
Okay, go ahead, next one.
All right.
I want to take calls, though. I want to see what everybody has to say.
All right, we got one from M. Credible. Says, did you guys know that Joel G started his career from a Taco Bell commercial?
Noel.
Yes, I did.
Noel.
Oh, he said, oh, Noel.
You typed it wrong, right?
Yeah, Noel G. Yeah, I did know that.
Crazy.
I mean, that should have been me, but, I could have been Hector.
I know something that you don't know.
I could have been Hector.
Noel G. Crazy.
I should have been Hector. Okay, we got Carlos from Dallas says, I'm pretty sure I seen Norby's at a ICE protest in Portland over the weekend. See or no, you were on your bike. Hey,
Hey, you ride do you ride a bike?
I do ride a bike.
Were you there for real? Be for real.
I'm not going to confirm that because,
Or deny?
Or deny.
Okay, go ahead.
Wouldn't be my first or my last. Okay, we got a question from. Hold on, give me a second here. Let's see. I think this one just came through, but Carlos from Dallas also says, "How many Mexicans will it take to rebuild Gaza?"
What the
I
heck?
don't know, a good 20, 25 guys get it done like in a month.
You know what? Our people was that the last question though? Or you're still reading extras?
No, there's two more at the end.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
But
I don't interrupt you.
okay, you want me to ask you? Okay, how do you feel about? I think we already pretty much said how you feel about Columbus Day.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
All these days, all these and I'm just gonna say they're pagan. They're all pagan holidays. Everything that's not of us is pagan. I don't care what anybody says. Switch it up. Like Blood In Blood Out says, Miklo, we're gonna turn it on them. Turn it on them. Like they're make your own holiday. Forget all that stuff. You know what I mean? If you want to celebrate Thanksgiving for the kids and Christmas, shit, call it another day or something. You know what I mean? You want to celebrate a birthday for the whole month of that person, just celebrating them. They're everything that they've done for you in your life.
hey, can you give that line from Montana?
What?
About they want us divided.
They want us divided? Oh, the one where he's in the cell?
Yeah.
And he's saying, what does he say exactly?
Do you have the line?
I remember the lines, but I can't remember right now. But I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, I gotta look it up.
Use me, use this. All right, you want to take some calls? Throw the number up, Norbies.
Okay, well here, let me throw some lines at you. You can be a West Side blood and an East Side blood. He says that?
Who's that?
Montana.
No, you're not. What are you Googling stuff? Put the number up, Norbies. Stop messing around. This guy's Googling stuff, and that isn't even the movie right now.
Hold on, give me a second. Let's check it out.
All right, but
give me a line though. I know you know the lines.
I know a lot of lines.
Yeah, well, give me one
I've
Montana.
done a lot of lines.
Give me a Montana line.
A Montana line?
A Montana line.
He goes, what's another Montana line? He goes, I never picked any grapes, but I done cut me a bunch. And he goes, come here, I'll hold it for you. And he's holding the mirror.
What? Oh.
And he goes, for cheap times.
Yeah.
And he gets the vato.
Now you gotta choose the messed up part.
Well, there's
of
a
the movie.
gang of lines I know
I was
of
talking
that
about
movie,
like an inspiring line.
Hey, we could put
Hey,
you know what? Hey, we should do that. We should put the movie on one day. I could recite that whole movie if it was playing right now.
I just asked you. You gave me like the worst part of the movie.
The worst part?
Yeah, when they take him out. I was talking like an inspiring scene.
And who set up Montana? Who set him up?
Miklo, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Miklo.
The comb.
Hey.
He got the comb. I know your design.
This has power.
Yeah. Black power.
What is telling him about the comb? Man, you don't know nothing about this comb. It's got power.
Black power.
Got power over you.
All right, you put the number up or what?
Yeah, number's up.
All right, cool.
Number's up. If you want to give us a call, talk about Indigenous Day, give us a question, give us a comment,
whatever you guys want to talk about, we're down to talk about.
Give me the best roast you can come up with. Only creative ones. Though.
Hey, Tony and Fred, you guys give us a call, homies. I know you guys
are
open. Watching.
Definitely. Okay, let's look up a line then.
Línea.
From Montana.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. Big Fresno in the house. One and only. Appreciate you, homie. Fresno. That's crazy. Hey, you know what they got in Fresno? A gang of frogs over there. I used to stay in the Belmont Apartments right there by Kings Canyon. And it was crazy because I went out at night. It was hot. It was hot at night, like 105 degrees at night.
Really?
Yeah, and there was frogs everywhere. I was like, damn, these vatos got frogs over here.
About
That's
to
crazy.
cook up some frog legs. Have you ever tried
I
frog
never
legs?
seen no frog in East LA. No, but you know they got one of the biggest abdomens. Frogs. They have 3 big
That makes
abs, bro.
sense.
That go like. Have you ever dissected a frog in school?
Yeah, yeah, I did
Oh, you
that,
did?
and I did the pig.
Oh, you dissected a pig too?
Mhm.
Wow. Sure.
Did you?
You're a smart ass vato, eh? Nah,
Slice-
not a pig. We did a cow, an eyeball.
Oh,
That was kind of nasty, homie. All the ooze, like the white gooey stuff came out of the eye, and then we did a frog. And
okay. Give me the. I don't want his pork chop.
I don't want his pork chop. No, I don't want his. What did he say?
I don't want his.
I
Pork
want
chop.
his life.
Hey,
And goes, go ahead.
you speak
Hey,
Spanish.
okay.
Güero.
If you were, if okay,
do
hey,
parrots.
in the chat, in the comment section, if Norby's was in Blood and Blood Out, whose character would he play? Go ahead, put it. Don't even say who you would play, Norby's.
Damn.
Don't do that. I already know who you were gonna say.
Let me say
You're
something.
probably gonna say Magic or somebody.
Ah, damn.
Charles, I already know you, homie. Put in the chat. What part would he play, bro?
Appearance wise, I'll probably be that one guy, the
Who?
the only brown guy there,
What brown guy? Who?
aside from Danny Trejo.
Popeye.
The guy that has his hair come back, where he always has the lokes on. He's always. Oh.
That's not who
You
you,
know what
would
I'm
be,
talking about? You know what I'm talking
Norby's. You would be Popeye
I'm saying by
in some
complexion.
red
I'm saying by
tantarans, homie. You would be in some red tantarans
yeah,
opening
you
the
know.
door for me.
Hey, give me some Popeye lines.
No, why you want to hear Popeye lines? For?
Because you just brought him up.
Oh, man, forget it. Oh,
What-
they
what'd
said
you
you
say?
would be Dolores.
You see, Bob, I like Bob. Bob
You
says
would be
I would,
Dolores,
Bob says I
right?
would be Montana. There you go.
You would. This fool would not be Montana.
That's it.
No, he would not.
Here's the line. Here's
Dolores.
the line. You speak Spanish, güero. So do parrots.
So do parrots.
Dang. Let's see. Where's I have another one?
All right, we don't got no calls yet. Dang, ain't
No.
nobody want to call in. Jeez, I see the way it is.
A number's worth 30 grand a year.
It's the best thing I've had in 9 years. Vato loco.
Hey.
Is the phone even working, bro, or not?
Yeah, it's working.
Orale. Well, shoot, you call me and ask me something, homie. Shit. Let's start this conversation.
Unless,
All
somebody's
right.
saying otherwise, the number should be up. Let me make sure it's correct. Yes, correct. It's up there. All right, let's see.
Is he blonde all over?
What? Who would ask that?
Oh, yeah, Tinkerbell.
All right, I'll give you a line and let's see if you could follow it. Oh, no, wait.
Go ahead. Let's play this trivia game right now.
Hey, Holmes, you can't come here anymore unless you're going to bust me.
That's when he goes to
What's the
Crucito's
next
pad.
line? What's in?
He goes, pues I got a can of chinga tu madre right there on the
Nah. He says, and who the fuck gave you permission to use my
Oh
little
yeah,
brother in your
my
painting?
little brother in your paintings.
Hey,
Oh,
come
okay,
on,
okay,
bro. You
expensive.
say you.
Hey,
you
but
say,
I
you
was
say-
right. I was
you
right
say
around the
you
same
knew
part.
Line for line.
Okay,
He
Popeye.
said it. He
Okay,
said it, guys.
Get a caller. Can you get a caller on the line?
I'm gonna test you again after
Por
the
favor.
caller. Caller, your name? Where are you calling from tonight?
I'm calling from San Marcos. My name is Jolito.
Jolito.
Nice to meet you.
San
What's going on?
Marcos. What's up, man?
Man, I'm just calling because I work security and I heard that nobody's calling.
Oh, security guard.
That's right.
So what do you think about the whole conversation tonight, bro? What's on your mind? What do you think about all this stuff that we talk about? I don't know if you watch this channel.
Do you mind giving me like a quick recap?
Okay, so the summary. Go ahead, Norbies. You're good
It's
at
pretty
that.
much about Indigenous Day. You know what it means and
About the school system and
school system.
what we learn, you know, and how they send our people out to fight wars and they make us believe that, you know, we're fighting for freedom, you know.
Or you could give us your favorite line from Blood In, Blood Out.
Man, he could do that too after he gives his 2 cents. Go ahead, bro.
Okay. All right. So this is my feedback. I would say that this whole world is literally ran by the devil. Like regardless, however people can understand it or not,
Mm-hmm.
it just makes perfect sense how there's like outwardly peace, but we know that, you know, abortion is murder, the transgender agenda is full of just, you know, perversion, but
Yeah.
yet all this stuff is being accepted.
Yeah.
And then with the war, like those people are not the real Jews. This is what I say. I say fake Jews, real genocide.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true.
They're
Hey,
on it.
so
And
so
then with the blood,
go ahead,
go
bro.
ahead, go ahead, go
No,
ahead.
no, go for it. Go
No,
for it,
go
bro.
ahead.
No, go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
No,
I
no,
got you.
I was gonna say I haven't seen the movie Blood and Blood out in a minute, but I mean, just I don't know. Think of another question, then maybe I'll find the line from the movie.
Okay, so you work security, right?
Yes.
Okay, is this like your first job? Do you consider it a career or
So to be honest, I'm kind of stuck. And when I say that I'm stuck, it doesn't mean that I don't have any options. I just choose not to basically push myself so I can actually have something more fulfilling.
Mm.
so what do you think is gonna
So this,
fulfill what do you think is gonna fulfill your life and actually be a career for you?
damn. When it comes to career wise, I mean, I graduated from high school, but I would say I would have to abide more by the school system. But basically, I'm gonna answer your question, but with more like of a statement. So
Mm.
basically, like when people have to go to school, as in universities or colleges, the majority of those people that go to school, they come back out as atheists, or they come back out already brainwashed that when they graduate and have a degree, they don't really think about God, or they don't really think about something that's spiritual. They're just they're too puffed up with their knowledge. But the
Mm.
knowledge of whatever 3 times 5 means, or the
Mhm.
algorithm of the world, like stuff like that, or quantum physics, people are too bombarded with information that has no significance, rather with something that's morally correct.
Mm.
Does that
Right.
make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one more question for you, bro. You graduated, right?
Yeah, I graduated.
Okay. How much of everything that you've learned in the school system do you contribute into your life today? As far as, I mean, it could be your job, your life. What do you use that you learned in school?
I mean, I try to save up as much as I can. So, like, mathematics is pretty much it.
Just math.
But
Mm.
I would say mathematics, but I'm grateful that I know how to read, because, like, I'm first generation Mexican American.
Ah.
So, I'm just, I'm grateful that I was born here.
Yeah.
But there's no shame in being Mexican too. My
Mm.
mom's from Guerrero.
Mm.
But I was gonna say that, yeah. So just mathematics, speech, if that makes any sense, and writing and reading.
That's good.
Do you think, I'm sorry, bro, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Do you think that your parents could have taught you all that? Like those basics, reading and of
So
course you're going to learn how to speak, use your speech from your parents because they're teaching you how to talk, right? You need to communicate. So you can't
yeah.
contribute that to school.
So I'm gonna say, I'm not trying to sound like a smartass, but I would say no, bro, because my mom, she's illiterate. She doesn't know how to read.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds fucked up, but
No, I
she
mean
No,
taught me
it's
how
she's
to
not.
not.
It's
communicate.
not.
She just doesn't know how to read this language. That's it.
No, she doesn't know how to read in general, bro.
But I mean, what I'm saying is that
Mm.
you would eventually have learned it from somebody else. Your friends, if
Yes,
you had friends to
yes,
play outside with you or whatever, eventually you would have learned how to speak from them and just the
Yeah.
community, overall. And you didn't necessarily need that from school.
Yeah.
Now, math and physical education, I think that's probably the minimal two subjects that you're gonna learn, and PE not even being a subject, but
Mm.
that you're gonna use in your life. Whether it's you buying a house or you gotta pay taxes, which shouldn't even count. But you're gonna use those two things. But everything else, bro, in between, as far as history, you're not gonna use unless you're on Jeopardy, and other things is just it's a waste of time. I just feel, because you're gonna eventually go to college and pick a career, which you're still not gonna use that stuff. You know, you
right.
got major options. Just a couple of them. One being a doctor. One being which you're gonna use math, which is one of the main things that I talked about. And oh, you know what? Strike that. Science. But that's if your science teacher is really really trying to do experiments and really teach you. He's really motivated and a real teacher, not just
Mm.
giving you curriculum on what he's supposed to teach you.
Mm.
but he really loves his subject. Because the teacher only teaches when he loves what he's teaching, and he actually uses it day by day. You know what I mean? Not given most teachers today, they're handed a packet just like you, and they hand that packet down, and you're graded on that packet, and they don't care. They want to get paid. You know, they're complaining about their pay rate. You know what I mean? They thought they picked a career that they loved. Most of them do it just because they felt the need to go to college, and they picked a subject that they thought they would be good at, or whatever, or whatever there was. Maybe their mom was a teacher, or maybe their father was a teacher, so they thought that would be the great idea. But I don't know, bro. It's just, I think we should be using our brains. We're more capable of doing bigger and better things, and I think that the school system only suppresses that, and it keeps their foot on our neck.
Yeah.
No, it makes perfect sense. The Bible does say that the wisdom of this world is what's basically making us very confused. But this is what I want to say. So basically, my cousin, he went into the Army infantry. It seemed like that was like the only option for me, man. It was like either you're gonna join the military or you're gonna go work construction. I mean, I do believe, like I said, I'm grateful I'm born in this country. I can do more, but like I said, I'm first generation Mexican American. I'm sorry, and it just seems like once I turned 18 or once I graduated, I go to work. So it's basically a rat race that I understood, but like I said, I need to abide by it just because the whole world is just fucked up.
Yeah.
Like basically, if I'm the smartest person in the room, it makes no difference if everybody's fucking stupid.
Right.
So that's kind of how I see it, And no disrespect to anyone, but like I said, I'm a security guard. I don't even get paid that much, but just people in general, it just seems like everybody's just doing stuff on autopilot without actually considering our purpose or significance here on this planet.
Okay, I got one more question. My bad, and we went over our time limit on this question, but on this call. But I just want to ask you, bro, what are you gonna do by this year or the end of this year to make a change and find something that you love to do? Because I know you ain't loving a security job because it's a job.
So more than likely, I'm gonna stick to my job, even though I don't want to work here. I want to work at an airport. But to answer your question, I would say I just go back to boxing, man.
Do it, bro. Do it. They're hiring right now for maintenance to clean airplanes and detail them, right? You know that they make good money, bro, and that's hiring right now. You can get your foot in the door in the airport.
Yeah. I want to work at an airport. I'm not really sure exactly what I want to be doing in an airport, but once I put my foot in there, I'm set.
Hey, just apply to every single job they have and then see which one hits.
Yeah. Or maybe be a pilot and you can fly the flat earth. All right. Hey, thank you for your call, homie. I appreciate you. Blessings on your journey, homie.
Definitely, man.
All right. Thanks, big dog.
All right, bro.
All right.
All right, I'm going to give you another line before another call, and then let's see if you could follow.
Don't tell me. What do you mean you think if I could follow? I'm older than you. You better stop it.
Caller, your name, where are you calling from?
Yeah, come from there.
Wait, say that again?
Jackson. Yeah,
Right.
Arizona.
Arizona? All right, you got a question or comment? If you could turn down your music, or I'm not sure, it's picking up something over there.
Hey, is Norby's?
Yes.
Hey, what's up, Norby?
What's up,
How you
man?
doing, bro?
Good, and yourself?
I can't hear him.
Good, man. Just here chilling, Had a day off today.
Oh, that's good, man. That's good to hear. What you do?
How about you? You work today? You work today or what?
Every day. I try. Why you laughing? Anyway, bro, I'm sorry to interrupt, man. But do you have a question or a comment that you want to give?
Oh, so what is it today? Norby's Indigenous Day or
Yes,
Columbus Day?
Indigenous Day.
What day is it?
I mean, actually, it's up to you, because I put that on the poll. What you're considering?
Hey, but at my child's school,
Yeah.
where I live, they went to school today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
I noticed that some schools had the day off and some schools didn't.
Yeah, so I thought
So
she had a day off today, but then I got an email about, she's absent today. I was like, what? That
mm.
was a holiday today. But
So what do you celebrate? Do you celebrate Indigenous Day, Columbus Day, or Norby's Day?
well, see, the thing is, I grew up in the 80s. I grew up saying Columbus Day. It's no Indigenous Day.
I think most of us did.
Like
Yeah.
in school.
Mm-hmm.
So, I grew up, and then you go through little phases in your life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, bro, like a guy caller before me, I think he said, this is the way life is. It just depends
Yeah.
what you see as important. Some people say making all this money. Some people say, oh, no, just church. Just people believe in faith and that's it, like no money
Yeah.
kind of mentality.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you have children and you have things you got to do, you got to make money.
For the most part.
But it's
Yeah.
tough, it's a doggy dog. Yeah, it's a doggy dog world out there, even just in us.
Yeah, they made it like that for us, man.
The little world of business, the world of business, trying to find a job, trying to see if you're going to work for somebody or you're going to work for a company or make your own company.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Because sometimes some people can't work for somebody, they rather be independent, right? Like
Yeah.
be their own boss. Like some people
Yeah.
don't mind that.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
40 hours a week or whatever. Well, what do you think, Normies?
I mean, what you said is true. The systems I would say is rigged. A lot of people like to say it's not rigged. You're just being a victim.
Was it sometimes you ask, is this how it's always going to be? And say, I guess so.
No, it's not.
How
It's
it
not
is.
because, like I said, our population is growing, and eventually we're gonna have to take all these jobs.
Is it going to be like Star Wars? Do you think Star Wars is going to come true?
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be more like Star Trek. I think it's gonna be more like Star
Norbies,
Trek.
are you getting interviewed right now, homie? Or are we gonna get to the point, dog? You're getting interviewed, homie.
These are good. He's talking about good stuff.
You know
Anyway,
what? Get his number, and you guys could fucking send each other music or whatever,
don't
homie.
get
After.
mad. Don't get mad.
Oh, you go.
All right. Hey, man.
Damn.
You're gonna have to talk
You
to
know
Marvin.
what?
yeah,
No,
you know,
go
yeah,
ahead.
Go
Go ahead.
ahead.
Answer your question,
Marvelous,
dog.
marvelous.
Oh, he's got a question for you. He's asking for you.
Marvelous.
He's gotta go.
Marvelous.
He's gotta go. He's gotta go get another drink. Okay, now he has to go to the
Hey,
restroom.
Norbies.
Yes, sir.
Norbies. Hey, man, that was cool. You did a little video. You made a video at that one, like it was like a concert or something.
Wait, where at? I did.
saw you. I don't know. I forgot what the title was, but you went to some concert and you videotaped it in LA.
Oh,
That was cool.
that's probably the summer nights with Nationwide. Nationwide
Yeah,
Presents.
that was cool, man. I wish I could have been there, but it is what it is,
Yeah. It was a cool event. That would have been cool to
But
see.
but you videotaping made me feel like I was there. You know what I
You
mean?
know, thank you, and that's really why I wanted to do that, because I wanted
That's
to
the
show
purpose. That's
yeah,
your purpose.
to show you guys.
That's your purpose.
Yeah, to show people what's going on, because I know some people can't make it out there, and I wanted to share that. And then shout out to Nationwide Present, because they had me as a special invite, so that was cool of them.
Yeah.
I appreciate them. I mean, there's a lot of cool people, a lot of raza. It was a dope event for the most part, and I'm glad you were able to watch it and experience it, through what I show you guys.
Oh yeah,
out
but
there.
we were talking about like Indigenous Day or Columbus Day. Like, dude, I grew up with Columbus Day.
Yeah, I think for me, same here.
I don't mind if it's Indigenous Day. It's all good too, because I'm Mexican too, and everyone has their pride and stuff. I'm Mexican pride,
Definitely.
but
Go ahead.
it's different, but it's different. But some people accept it, some people don't. It's like as long as there's like respect and okay,
Definitely.
it's cool, But that's the thing. People get like mad about it, and it's controversial. That's why I say don't bring it up at work or at home or anywhere, because
definitely
it's just touchy stuff, So
it is,
you just gotta know.
It is. No, you're right.
You gotta know. At the end, we all have to do what we gotta do for our families and stuff.
Exactly.
But
That's the most important part right there. That's the important message of the day. We got to do
Thank you, Norbies.
to take care of our family. But anyways, caller, hey, thanks for calling in, man. I appreciate you, man. We're gonna get to the next caller because we went over the time
Hey,
limit of this
Marvelous,
one.
thanks for letting me talk on the show, bro.
Hey, don't trip, bro. You made Norby's day,
Hey.
Norby's night.
Oh yeah,
actually.
no, yeah, talk to you too, hey, Marvelous. I like your tattoo works pretty good,
Hey,
man.
thank
You
you.
got your hustle going. That's good.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so much.
And,
I really appreciate that.
What else? Oh, the whole thing though. Well, I still have in my mind the flat Earth thing, the view of flat Earthness. Like I always grew up knowing, like I thought everything's wrong because the planets, how they show you, oh, this is how the moon is shaped, like round.
Mm.
So you would think the Earth is going to be the same thing,
Right.
a planet next to the moon. But I always tripped about how the moon always stayed in the same like distance. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's close, sometimes it's like we never run into each other though.
Yeah.
Isn't that a trip that it's always like right there though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Hey, I'm sorry to
All this
interrupt,
time.
man. We're getting a bunch of calls right now, so we're gonna get on the other calls, man.
Oh, man.
Thank you, man.
Thank
But
you,
yeah,
bro.
maybe next time we talk about the Earth and planet and all that, because maybe that could make you come to in peace with how small we are.
No, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. You're
That
right.
we're just-
You're right. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. All right. Have a good night.
So we could talk about that maybe the next chat.
That'd be dope. All right, man. Thank you, man. Have a good night. All right.
Yeah, you too, bro. And you guys, all love,
That's
respect,
right. That's right. Thank you, man.
all good, bro. Yeah, everyone's cool. All right.
All right. We are getting a bunch of calls right now. Hey, the
Norbies.
light sheds are
You,
the light shed
fool.
are crazy. The light shed.
Fool. Oh my!
All right. Okay,
Fool,
well,
what
here
you
we go.
think
Here
you're
we
on
go.
Grinder or what, homie? Come on! Oh my god!
Hey, shout out to our callers that call in. I appreciate
Shout
all
out
of
to
you
the
guys.
callers that call it, but dang, homie, you too.
Caller, your name, where you calling from tonight?
What's up, family? It's the brother from Stockton.
Hey, what's up,
Hey,
man?
hey,
Hey, he's got a lot of
Stockton.
energy today.
Stockton, thank you, homie,
Yes,
for
sir.
calling, homie. Thank you.
Yes,
Oh,
sir,
my
brother,
God.
bro. Yeah, man. I'm just glad to call, brother. I had two questions for you.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Hey, so in northern Mexico, right? I got a question for you, Marvelous, and Norby too.
Go for it, man.
Yes, sir.
In northern Mexico, brother, like if you see a lot of raza from El Norte, from out there in Mexico, are light skinned. From like Sonora,
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
Baja California,
mm-hmm,
Guadalajara, Tepa,
mm-hmm.
all kinds of parts of Mexico in the north.
Right.
When they come to this country, how do you tell the difference between a light-skinned Mexicano and a güero from the United States? Like, how can you discern between the two? Because
Good question.
when
They're
they
cooking.
come to this, when they come to this country, brothers,
Mm.
hey, so like when they come, right? I've noticed that people in the U.S. I'm not sure, brother, if it's like a U.S. an Americanized or a colonized ignorance that we all got in the U.S.
Yeah.
But it seems like we can't discern or understand the difference between a white person and raza, because like my family, brother, and myself, and you guys already know it, like I'm a light-skinned Mexicano, right? But all my family, brother, they're all from, and the first caller, he called himself like a Mexican American. I'm Mexican, brother, but I do have family from like Guadalajara, Sinaloa, brother, and you look at them, and when they come to this country, sometimes like we'll say we'll get told we look white, but how would you say, Marvelous? Like how can you discern, or based on your judgment, how can you tell? Okay, this person's raza, and that person's a güero.
Their spirit, 100%. Your spirit, bro. You could always
okay.
judge somebody by their pheno, and the pheno, what I mean is your complexion, your eye color, your hair texture. That's your pheno. But your geno and your spirit, your cora, that is always gonna align with the movement, no matter what. It's always gonna be part of our story. They're always gonna go for the goodness of our movement. They're always going to be
Yeah.
part of the great awakening. It's like the saying goes with eyes to see and ears to hear. A person with your same spirit, and I mean your genealogy, your ethnicity, your cultura is always gonna align with your movement, bro. So even if you right now from Stockton is you're pushing a movement, you have a YouTube. Once you speak, that frequency vibration is gonna gravitate. Is gonna make people gravitate. Excuse me, people gravitate towards your voice, and they know once they hear you, I recognize that. I wait a minute. What is he saying? I agree with him. I know that's what we're supposed to be doing. I know those are the footsteps I'm supposed to be taking. You know, just like you could use
Yeah.
for instance a believer in Christ. Christians use, right?
Yep.
Such as yourself. You know, once
Yes, sir.
once you hear a preacher up there, you know which ones are false prophets. You know which ones are collecting more feria through tithing for false things, you know, for themselves, selfishness,
tops, brother,
and
off
you
tops.
and you know
Yes,
which
sir.
ones are really doing it for the church, for you, who is the church, not the temple, you. So it's all in your spirit, bro. You know, it's written in our blood. It runs through our blood. This message, it always has been here. We know what we're
Yeah,
supposed
yeah,
to
yeah.
be doing. We just need somebody to awaken our spirit or motivate us into the right direction because we're being misled. They're throwing all kinds of things at us. They're throwing subliminal messages at us. They're throwing enticing things of the flesh at us. They're throwing distractions with the circuses at us, football, basketball.
Yeah.
They're making us distracted from everything, every walk of life, except the one that we're supposed to be on, you know?
Yeah. Yep. You said it too, man. Like I see that too in our people. Like we get so caught up in achieving prosperity, wealth, having things, brother. We get like we strive, for money
Right.
to come up, to have a better quality of living,
Right.
to purchase to be homeowners and for bigger and better things. And I see that too, like with my family and with my girl's family too, brother. And I'm not mad at them. They work hard, and my mother-in-law, she works hard, so she deserves everything. And she's indigenous, and she's also from Guerrero.
Yeah.
She's a strong woman. Yeah, but anyway, my last question, brother, is and this is a humble, honest question, brother, a respectful question, but what do you think? What do you guys think about like men and women? This is a dating and a marriage question, right? And an honest, respectful question, but like legally, how do you guys feel about age gaps, bro? Like a young woman and an older man, being of age and dating or getting married, are they compatible? Like, and what do you guys think about like for sure, brother? Like, this is a serious question, brother. But what do you guys think about age gaps?
I got my answer, but go ahead, Norbies. I know you want to answer that.
I mean, being single in this day and age and seeing the women that are around my age, being single, I mean, I get why I'm single. I'm wondering why a lot of these
Why are you single,
why all
Norbies?
these beautiful women
Why are you single?
that seem to have it all good. I mean, great body, great personality. I'm wondering why are they single? But and then you start looking into it, like, oh, they're really pissed off at so and so. They seem to always push out a lot of negativities. They always seem to say they're either giving themselves what's it called, baptisms, or they're becoming spiritual and all this other stuff that I'm like, I don't know. That's something they should have done a long time ago. Now they're doing it, and that's one reason.
Hey, Norbies, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, Norbies, hey, brother, whatever happened to Crystal Perez from the Rodeo Radio, brother?
Oh, Crystal Perez.
Yo, what happened,
Who's that?
bro?
Damn,
Come
bro.
on, man.
Who's that?
She's a DJ. She's a DJ from I think she's from the IE or Orange County, one of those places. But she was doing the Blackout podcast also.
And what happened?
You know what? We never got around to
Oh, you were dating or what?
setting up a day where we could meet up and talk. And
Oh, you were dating or what?
no. We do talk.
You liked her.
Well, a lot of people.
Don't be honest,
A lot of
Norbies.
people were.
You know what? You
I
know
thought that was
what?
all
You're
you,
lying.
Norbies.
You're lying right
a
now
lot
because
of-
you closed your eyes.
No, because a lot of people messaged her on my behalf that I never asked for, and she was
Oh, they were
wondering.
trying
They
to-
were wondering,
trying to
hey,
hook you
why am
up.
I getting so many messages from different people to tell me to go, go out with you? I'm like, I had no idea, but hey, shout out to all the people that went out of their way to make that connection.
So real quick, I
But,
guess
but going back to that, where to his question,
Yeah.
when I see a younger girl like 23, 24, she's learning, she has high spirit, she's not as jaded, like it makes me like, you know what, maybe I wouldn't have such a hard time with her because a lot of the women that are like in their 30s and their 40s, they either got cheated on or they got screwed over financially by a guy, or they got like two babies. I mean, no disrespect to the women that are in this situation, but it's very difficult for a guy to like,
so you were like a
go
younger
into
woman.
that. I believe, yeah, because they don't have so much that you gotta help out with. I mean, especially me personally, I live a very busy life, so I wouldn't be able to give a woman with those things that they need, like healing and getting
Why?
over.
Why?
Because I'm just too busy, and it would be unfair for me to try to tell. I mean, she would have to be very special for me, like to.
But you're too busy. Time is time.
And
Time is time, bro.
And again, that's what I'm saying. For me, time I rather spend it like being here or doing some other production.
So you rather
and work.
rather teach a young woman than have a woman that's already been through everything to have to.
But that's the thing. The women that have been through everything here, it's a lot of negative stuff, a lot of anger, and it's just I wouldn't be a good person to like. I would have to give up a lot to focus on that, and it sounds selfishly, but I don't think I'm willing to give up so much, considering what I'm doing. Like I would have to give up time doing this. I would have to give up doing music videos, doing photo shoots. I would have to give up a lot to focus on somebody that wants to be together to heal.
Okay.
And somebody younger probably doesn't have that much that needs healing. If anything, more guidance and
Okay.
more happier moments. I don't. That's just me, but you go for it.
Good answer. All right. My answer is going to be all over the board. So, I think that every man wants to teach a woman. I think that. So I'm going to say that first. That us as men, we don't want, like there's a such thing as a yes man, a hype man. We don't want every woman to agree with us all the time. We want to be able to teach a woman and see the satisfaction on her face when she does see that we were teaching her or we told her the truth. Like, you see, you learned, you should have listened. I told you, you should have put your tire under the car when you were jacking it up, or whatever, how to change your oil or anything. You know what I mean? We are the teachers, you know what I mean? And we want that. We also want the companionship of a woman that is gonna stand by us no matter what, not go behind our back and gossip with an ex or just be that person that is a selfish person also, that wants to be worshipped because she's a woman and because she's independent and stuff like that, because times have changed, and I've learned a lot through my grandparents, being so old and watching their relationship and their faults and stuff that they went through. So that's where I'm speaking from, because I grew up with an older, way older person that was 3 times older than me. You know what I mean? So I learned the old school traditions of a woman should be home taking care of her husband, and I don't mean it in a derogatory manner or fashion that a woman should be in the kitchen, but I do respect every woman that cooks for her man. Every woman that cooks for her man. That is that brings such satisfaction to a man when a woman can provide a good, fair meal to him. that is such a blessing, you know, but also knows how to communicate with her man. You know what I mean? By listening to his wants or his needs. And it goes vice versa. You know, I'm not just being one-sided here. But where it comes to the point where it comes to an age gap, or even being compatible with a person that's younger, either or, because older women, they seek out younger men, you know. But when older men seek out a woman that's 24 or 25, and he might be in his 40s or whatever, you know, then it becomes an issue, you know. And then you got an ex speaking out on, oh, well, you know, what does he have in common with her? Well, maybe she has everything that you lacked, you know, everything that you didn't provide when you guys were in a relationship, you know. And I always say this too, that and you could disagree with me, you know, if you found your wife and a woman that you're compatible with, but my personal opinion is not every woman has every single thing a guy wants or needs, whether it be companionship, whether it be communication skills, whether it be a type of romanticizing that he wants or needs or desires. Maybe he's just asking too much. There's so many things or variables that go into you know, a person's desires, wants, and needs. You know, and us as men, we want different things. You know what I mean? But the thing that I do know is that some younger people, men and women, have an old soul, you know, and their ancestors speak to them. You know, some of them, some younger women love the oldies that you like. Some younger women know how to cook a meal that your ex that was your age couldn't do, or maybe she's more emotionally connected to you than your ex was. And that's what you gravitate towards. That's what you were searching for. But that young woman might be lacking something as well. You know, so you gotta really use your discernment on and pick and choose the qualities of a person that you're being with. And overall, the main thing is make sure your moral distinguishment, your moral character is on the same level of raising a child. You know, if you're gonna have a child together, and you guys have some of the same qualities, attributes, and goals in life, as in seeking the Most High, or you know, ambition, you know, character, you guys got to be able to, because that's what's going to go into that child. You know, that's what that child is going to see from both of you guys. You guys got to know that you're on the same level on all that, you know, because your child is gonna speak volumes on how on when they get older. You know, they're gonna see everybody that encounters that child is encountering you. You know, so you got to make sure that that child knows your etiquette. He knows she knows your morals. She knows how to dress in modest apparel. She knows how to conduct herself in public. She has communication skills, or he has communication skills, and she knows, or he knows, respect. You know, how to respect other people and their trauma that they've been through. We're all coming from trauma, some sort of trauma, and we all have some sort of trigger that was switched in some point of our life that made this go the way that we went. Whether it be gang life, whether it be going to the military, whether it be whatever it may be. You know, there's so many things. But
my fault, bro. But I'm gonna keep explaining, bro. But God bless. I appreciate it. Let's
you too, man.
You too, homie. My bad.
Did
I go too long?
Thanks, man.
My bad. My bad. Did I go too long? My bad.
Bro, you went like 15 minutes.
Hey, you shut your dirty little mouth when you're talking to me. My bad. Somebody said the longest call ever.
That'll do, Marvelous. That'll do.
Yeah, why does it keep doing that?
Because you're putting the headphone close to the mic.
Oh.
But yeah, that'll do, Marvelous. That'll do.
Dang, jeez. Spencer, I'm gonna stop talking.
Your name,
I'm gonna stop
talking.
No, because that question makes you think. Like, dang, you know.
I agree.
Shut up, Norbies. You wish that other caller called you back.
Caller, your name. Where are you calling from tonight?
Risky business.
Shout out Risky Business. That's
Shout
a
out
good one.
Risky.
Well, what's up, Marvis? What's up, Norris?
Hey, Risky
What's
Business.
up,
Did I go?
everybody in
Hey,
the
did I
chat?
go too long, bro? My bad. Did I go too long on that call?
Y'all both did.
All right, my bad. All right. Hey, sometimes you guys need to put me in check, man. Put me in check,
Oh.
homie. My bad.
Hey, is there a way that moderators can hang up calls?
Someday, eventually.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Hey, make sure you patent that for
Hey, patent
YouTube.
that, bro. That's probably
That's a good idea.
no lie. That's probably an invention right there. You just said right now on my
Definitely.
channel, homie.
There you go. Just shoot me 20%.
Hey,
Go
what's
for
up, man? What's up, Jay? What you got for us tonight?
Just chilling, man. I had two topics, but I'm gonna go with the second one that I was thinking about right now. While Marvelous was ranting with the last caller.
it. Why does it keep doing that?
You
Oh.
put the headphone too close to
I'm
me.
not putting the headphones close. Is it?
Hey, what do you guys think about Christy Nome coming out and saying that if you're planning on attending the Super Bowl this year, you better be a law-abiding American that loves this country. Is she excluding Native Americans there? Is she excluding them from? Because I know they don't consider them American by her
Oh, that's a
standards,
good
right?
question. Yeah.
But by her American standards, she's referring to white people, right? Let's just call it for what it is.
I'm
Facts.
sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I believe right now is the time to use blanket statements just because that's the game that they're playing, right? And when I say they, I mean the people in politics, right? Not people in the chat or people that don't pay taxes that shouldn't even be in this conversation.
Yeah.
But what do you guys make of that, man? I mean, that's pretty wild, no?
I mean, at this point, I'm not surprised by anything they say anymore. I mean, they're gonna go as far as they can. I mean, one of them is about to slip up and say, "We don't want them beaners here. We don't want them greasers." It's gonna happen. They're gonna put those words out pretty soon. They're just gonna say, "Fuck it." At this point, what are they gonna do? This is our country.
But I don't think that statement that you're making is fully correct, bro. And with all respect,
Go ahead. Correct.
I think that they want the
No,
whole.
look it up.
I think that they want the whole burrito. I think that they're pushing for an agenda for us to unravel this burrito and show us all these beings who we are, and they want that resistance. They want that so they could promote their martial law. They want that so they could push that whole one world order, bro.
It's getting
They
there.
want to say, you know what? You want to act stupid and you want to act up and go against laws and regulations and policies? Well, here you go. Bam, military. And they're going to send our own kids at us. That's what they want.
But I'm saying these people are very stupid. I mean, you have people saying like that because Bad Bunny is performing the halftime show.
But is it stupid?
So no,
Right.
It's psychological warfare.
No, I'm saying how these people are stupid. These people would say, "Oh, well, that guy needs to go back to his country." But he's from Puerto Rico, which is a territory of the United States, so technically he's an American. So,
yeah, but people don't know that. People and
but that's what I'm saying. That's how dumb they are that they don't realize they're telling this guy to go back to his country, but his country is that country.
no, but they're poking at the ant. They're poking at the ant colony, bro. They're poking at it.
Inciting.
They're
inciting
yeah,
it?
yeah. They're
I
inciting
think
it.
they're just dumb. They're just that.
But
dumb.
is it dumb? They've
No,
already
that
fed-
they're that dumb?
They've
That they're
already
that
look
dumb.
it no, but it isn't though. You got to think about the strategy, bro, of psychology. You got to think about it. They planned this out 100 years before it's taking place, which is in our time period right now. That
No,
already
that's true.
got planned out
That's
100 years ago by a bunch of scientists, bro.
I mean, they're just repeating the same playbook from Roman times. That's
And it
just
works. And
It works.
then they do a reset.
It works until
And then what's the reset? Who's in control after that?
the Pope.
After the sixth son comes,
Okay, you're gonna have to answer that one.
who's going to be in control? When everybody's eliminated up here above ground, and then they come out of their tunnel systems afterwards, who's going to be in control of this land? Them again.
Them again.
And they're going to create democracies again, and they're going to stay and rule again, and they're going to keep on forcing their gods upon us again, and their ideologies again. And then when we start to figure out again, then they're going to wipe us out again. So
Yeah.
when
What's crazy to me is that there's still raza or proclaimed raza out there that they don't see what's really going on, right? Because right now, I believe that from Homeland Security, the White House, everybody up there, like they all put themselves in position to be able to carry this shit out, right? Because I mean, like every from just that statement of Christy Nome saying that she is gonna go to the Super Bowl and she can. You know what I mean? Just pretty much saying like, I can do it. So well, fuck what you think. I'm gonna do it.
Mhm.
But how can the Raza not see that, bro? Like are they just stupid or are they just like? I mean,
They gotta double down, man. They push that narrative. Like we gotta support the Trump, and we gotta make sure we vote. We gotta make sure we continue the support.
You know why? Because most Rasta believe in the American dream, and they're asleep. They're asleep believing in that dream. They're still in that dream. That's why they call it a dream. It's a dream.
Did you guys see? Trump's wife? She made a speech maybe like 2-3 days ago. I don't know if you guys saw that. She was talking about what was going on over there on that side of the world. Well, about the Russia Ukraine shit.
Yeah.
But if you hear let's just say the first minute of her speech, bro, she fooled me. I thought she was gonna come out speaking about Mexican kids, because she's talking about how kids souls don't know borders and they don't know flags, and that we need to create an environment where our future children can be prosperous, right? But she opened up with that by saying kids know no borders and they don't know flags. But then it was about the Russia thing. But I'm like, man, I thought she was gonna talk about our Hampton for a minute there. You know what I mean? But it just shows the hypocrisy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't care about what's going on in this country, and it's supposed to be America first.
Yep.
But you're worried about what's going on in Russia and across the world. That's just crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the one thing about what Trump supposedly promised. He said he was just gonna focus on America, but you can see he's focusing on everywhere but America.
Yeah.
Well,
man.
he's focused on the agenda.
He's in Israel right now.
Yeah, well, he's
over there.
He's converted to Judaism, but the Saturn worship of it. Not you know what I mean? Like, people got to understand the symbolism of it. You know, if people read the Book of the Dead, people would understand a little bit more. If people understand Greek mythology and the worship of these planets, which are known as planets to you guys, you would understand what's going on. If people studied cultura and the migration of indigenous people, you would understand what's going on. If people studied, everything that America has been built on since the colonizers arrived, you would understand what's going on. If you studied maritime law, you would understand what's going on. All these terms and definitions, they mean something. They use words, wordplay. You guys don't know everything. You guys can't distinguish. And I'm not saying nothing bad to you guys. I'm not saying that you're dumb. I'm not saying that you're ignorant. I'm just saying that you've been distracted. You guys don't distinguish a lawyer from an attorney. You guys don't know the differences between the two of them. You guys don't know the differences between driving and traveling. You guys don't know the differences. You guys don't know just a lot of things. There's so many things that they use against us, and propaganda and symbolism, that we don't know any better. You don't know who you are. This is why I created this channel. This channel to show you who the F you are. You are special, above, I don't care what anybody says, above everybody that is created to destroy you. Be the resistance. Be what the Bible calls the Satan, Satan, the resistance of a special people, a chosen people, a people that have been given a land, a chosen people. It's written everywhere. It's in our creation story. You are special. You do mean something. You're supposed to have more than what you got right now. You're only working a job. That's it. You got to wait till your retirement. You can't do all the things that you've ever wanted to do because it's in a dream. It's a dream. If you want to own $1 million yacht, go to sleep. If you want to travel the world, go to sleep. You know what I mean? Even if you do own a house, you pay it off. You still got to pay taxes on the land. If you do pay off your car, you still got to pay taxes. You still got to pay, insurance to drive that car. That's crazy. It's crazy. You have to identify as a fictitious person on your identification card. Identification card. Don't you know who you are? You don't need a fucking card. You know? When you have to go to court for whatever reason, any reason, you have to identify as so-and-so here. Yes, Your Honor, I'm here. Your Honor? What's so honorable? What is so honorable? Them using our words against us. Everything you say can and will be used against you in this court of law, which is a game, and that's the referee. A court, basketball court, tennis court. You're just two dummies playing a game against each other that they have created. You know?
Yeah.
Snap out of it. Wake up. You're fucking special. This land belongs to you. It was never discovered. It's always been yours and forever will be yours. And they want to take that from you. Fuck them.
There you go. How do you feel about that, Jay?
Fuck them. I agree.
All right, Jay. Well,
Yes, sir.
I think that wrap it
Hey,
up.
I appreciate your call, bro. My respects always, homie. Thank
Definitely.
you, bro.
Yes, sir. Igualmente. Buenas noches.
Buenas
noches. All right, that's the last one, bro.
Oh, that was the last one?
Yeah, I'm kind of hungry. Or you take one more. Take one more.
Okay, well, here, let me give you a line and see if you could.
Here you go with the
follow it.
líneas.
Here you go. Hey, Cinderella, go find yourself
Another fella. Midnight is coming in the.
Oh wait, no.
The clock is ticking and the midnight is coming. Shut up, Norbies. Put the movie on.
Call your name and where you calling from tonight.
Shut up.
What's up? Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, man. Your name, where you calling from tonight?
Please give me a second. I am going to turn off the audio from
great.
the chat.
Sounds good.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm here. What's up, Marvelous and Norvis?
Hey, what's up?
How are
man?
you?
Respeto para ustedes dos y a la audiencia.
Same here.
Igualmente.
I am calling from Nezahualcóyotl City, State of Mexico.
All right.
I would like to give an input about today's topics.
Okay.
Well, before I start, I would like to apologize for my bad English, but I will try my best.
It's okay, bro.
Here we go. Why is it important to speak Spanish? Because it's indeed a European language, which, by the way, is indeed a European language derived from Vulgar Latin, and not even from formal Latin per se, but from Vulgar Latin. And my opinion is that because as of today, several books about our land, ethnicity, and ancient American history are indeed written either in Spanish or English. And don't get me wrong, I am all about for Raza in the Americas to learn to speak their original, respective indigenous language. And way more academic literature is written in our original languages. But until we reach a point when American languages are spoken more widely, it's important for Raza in the U.S. to speak Spanish. Not only to keep in touch with their relatives in Mexico who don't speak English, but also for being able to read books about our cultura and history, which unfortunately won't be able to read if they don't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Spanish is just a language. Spanish is a way to reach an end. And in this case, that goal is communication.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, regarding books, I strongly recommend for Raza who wants to learn about American Mexican. I mean, learn about ancient Mexican history, to read a book titled Historia Antigua de México,
Mm-hmm.
which is an excellent book written by Mexican historians, archaeologists, and anthropologists. The coordinators of the book are Linda Manzanilla and Leonardo López Luján, and it is distributed by Porrua. You can order it online, and I truly believe that that book is quite quite interesting. And also, well, I hear you
Yeah. What was
about the languages,
what,
because I would like to speak about ethnicity too, but I would like to hear your inputs about what I said about the language.
No, I agree. I agree with you. I mean, and I'll say it like this for the audience: if you want to go to China, the best way to communicate with the Chinese is through Chinese, through Mandarin or the other dialect. You know what I mean? And the same thing. You know, I mean, it's sad to say that colonizers have implemented, you know, Hispania and Spanish in our people, but that's how they communicate. So how are you gonna teach anybody anything if you don't speak their language, you know? So I agree with that. Yeah, of course Spanish is a good way to communicate, and the overall goal is the same, you know, bring people, or bring our children back to our cultura, back to having cora, back to, you know, the movement of our people. And it's not, there's no separation when I say Chicano or Mexica or Mexicano. It's the same. The whole Mexica movement, or, you know, whatever you might be, even if you're from down south, the whole Maya, the Inca, you know, our movement is the same. Our land is still given to us, you know. We still are a chosen people, a special people. And yeah, I do believe, yeah, we should learn, you know, how to communicate with each other, bro. Yeah,
oh
I
yeah,
agree with that.
definitely. Yeah. I mean, for me, like I've always said, I said this in TikTok panels. You know, English and Spanish. We have to choose a language for to communicate, and for the most part, considering that everything south of the United States, every is Spanish is the dominant universal language south of here. So Spanish is important for the fact that it'll help us use it as a tool to communicate to our people all the way down to like Chile.
The only thing that bugs me though is, and I get into a lot of TikTok debates on other people's channels and stuff like that, is when people say, "Oh, you're not Mexicano, you don't even speak Spanish." That bugs the heck out of me. That just gets to me, bro. And we get into the biggest arguments because they treasure they treasure Spanish so much, and they put it up on a pedestal, and they don't understand the origins either, or because they don't study, or just because they're just so close-minded on wanting to know their cultura. But yeah, I agree with you for the most part, bro. But go ahead. I want to hear what you have to say about ethnicity or
Also,
whatever.
I put a screenshot of the picture of the book that he's talking about.
Thank you, Norbis. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, Historia Antigua de México. Yeah, I do agree with you. I truly believe that either Spanish or English are used colonizers' languages.
Right.
And in that regard, we really need to learn the languages from our roots. If a Mexican have roots in Nahua tribes languages, he needs to learn Nahuatl. If he has roots in Michoacán, he has roots in Purepecha Empire, Purepecha language. And well, in regarding ethnicity, what I think is that, I mean, what I have researched in recent studies is that in Mexico, um, around 90%, between 90% and 95% of the Mexicans, when you trace back the mitochondrial DNA, the mitochondrial DNA is only inherited by the mother. The mother of the mother has that mitochondrial DNA. And between 90 and 95% of the Mexicans, as of today, have indigenous DNA from the mother side. So
Hello?
what I mean by that is that most Mexicans have that connection with the land, have that connection with the blood, which is very important, as Marvelous said just a few minutes ago. And that blood is quite important for the individual to connect to the roots. That's why many Mexicans, a few Mexicans don't feel connected because they don't really have that connection with the blood, with the land.
Right.
But the majority, the hard facts about the DNA of Mexicans is that most Mexicans have that DNA, that mitochondrial DNA from the mother.
Right.
And one thing that I have also found is that in the 300 years of Spanish colonization, not many people are aware of this fact, but again, it's a fact. From Europe, only around 100,000 Europeans arrived in Hispanic America, from Colorado to Argentina. In 300 years, only that quantity of European blood arrived. And there were millions of indigenous people here.
Right.
What does that tell us? That even when a Mexican has light skin, the percentage of mestizaje is relatively quite low, and that applies even for the northern states in Mexico, which we hear so often that they don't have a mestizaje and they don't have indigenous blood, but it's false. Because again, in the whole continent, in the whole Hispanic American side of the continent, only 100,000 Europeans arrived in 300 years. And in that quantity, most of them were men. Mostly were men. And here in Mexico, the a Spanish woman barely arrived here. That's why here in Mexico it's so rare to find that mitochondrial DNA from Spain or Europe for that regard, because when they arrived here in Mexico, the woman barely come here from the Europe.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Hey,
that's why it's important to keep reading research about
if you could give me the name of the
it.
author of the book that you were talking about.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Is Linda Manzanilla and Leonardo López Luján.
Linda Manzanilla, right?
It is Linda Manzanilla and Leonardo López Luján. They are the coordinators of the book that I was talking about. And it's an academic
what was the
book.
guy's name again?
Heal yourself, Norbis. Manzanilla.
What was the guy's name?
Don't worry, Norbis. Leonardo, like Leonard, but with an O at the end. López Luján.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where.
Historia Antigua de México.
Okay, I think I found this one because I'm trying to find the book, but I'm getting like a lot of different books. Now I do have this one, and then I'm gonna post it up.
Hey, look at real quick.
For
Are
the
you
audience.
are you on my Instagram, bro?
No, unfortunately, I don't use Instagram, but I would like to keep in touch with you.
Yeah, please do. I would like to talk to you after the show or tomorrow if you have time. Do you have any social media?
I use Facebook.
Okay, you go give it. Oh man, do you have an email, Norbies?
Uh,
There you go.
I would give it up, but right every time we give out
There you
emails,
go,
they
man. There you go. Hey, they could text the number though, right?
yeah.
Text your information to the number, bro, so I could get in contact with you, please.
Okay, here's the book he's talking about right here.
Okay.
I have it right there on the screen.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. And I appreciate. Thank you for your knowledge. Thank you for your wisdom, bro. I appreciate
Definitely.
your call.
Definitely, man.
I'm sure the audience appreciates your call.
Especially calling all the way from
And,
Mexico.
yeah, thank you. What do you mean all the way? We are in Mexico.
Oh,
all the way from Mexico. What are you talking about? Hey, but no, thank you. I appreciate you, bro. And
Yeah. It's that book. It's that book. And by the way, INAH, ANH.
Yeah.
That's one of the institutions that publish it, along with the UNAM.
Oh, okay. So they're part of
UNAM,
it.
which is the highest university in Mexico, the UNAM.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
I strongly advise for Raza to read that book. Unfortunately, I don't think that book is translated in English. But it's an academic book, and it's quite well researched by Mexicans,
do you
historians, archaeologists, and anthropologists.
That's nice. Do you think they have it in audiobook? Because I'll definitely listen to it.
I don't know, man. I don't know because I have it in physical book, but you can order it online.
Definitely.
Through Amazon, I think.
Yeah, Amazon has it.
All right.
All
Hey,
right.
thank you for your call, bro.
definitely.
I appreciate you. My respect to you and the familia.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Respect.
Always.
Thank you, man. All right, that was the last caller, which I thought was a
Why
good
do you try to
last
get
call.
to know every caller personally, bro?
Because
You better stop.
I love everybody that calls in.
No, but
All
you're
right,
like
all right.
on an extra tip.
Okay. All right, let me throw you another line. Let's see if you could finish
There
it.
you go with the líneas.
Okay. All right, let's see. I'm about to finish waiting for my money, punk.
No, he doesn't say I'm about to finish waiting for my money.
I'm about finish waiting for my money, punk.
He doesn't even say that.
I'm reading the line.
I'm about through waiting for my money.
Okay,
punk.
well, what's the next line?
You pay me. Oh, what did you say?
I'll give you the name of the character.
No, I know who it is.
Okay.
Or you pay me. You pay me in cash, or you pay me in something Pitmobile.
No.
What?
Oh no, that's what he does say.
I know. I'm saying what he says.
No, but he's talking to somebody. I'm asking for the line of the
he's
person
talking to Popeye.
And what does Popeye say?
Huh?
What does
He
Popeye
goes, you
say?
always like Tinkerbell.
Nah, okay, wait, no. He doesn't start off like that.
I know it doesn't start off like that. But what?
Well, can you say it?
Go ahead. Not the whole thing right now, but go ahead.
Okay.
As soon as I hear it, I'll get it.
He says, "Hey, why don't you take it out
In trade. Yeah, why don't you take it on trade? You always like Tinkerbell.
She's
Oh,
fine.
come on, fool. You want me to read the whole movie or what?
Well, you said I know every line of that movie.
Oh my God! You know what? We'll have a movie trivia, Norbies. Wow, just for you, bro. Just for you, man, Mister. What's that?
You want me to throw you another one? See if you can.
No,
get
I don't want you to throw nothing at me.
it?
Freaking grind mode over here. All right, so. All right, what did you think about the whole thing? You got any comments?
No, it was great. I think it was cool. We talked a lot about
the last caller
culture.
was really educational, huh? He know what's up.
Oh yeah, definitely, and that's why I appreciate that. These platforms reaches out that far.
Yeah.
It goes all the way from the East Coast to the North.
What do you
to
mean
the
that far?
South.
You know, I got viewers in everywhere.
We
Australia.
got Europeans looking at us. We got Australians. We got Chinese. We got
because
everything.
we are the trend.
And that's the cool part about this, and that's why I appreciate it because there's a lot of podcasters out there that they're calling themselves the best podcast for our people, but
Why?
because I guess they get for them they get the most views, but they're getting the most views because they're talking shit. They're spreading
know what?
negativity.
Their own endorphins are getting the best of them.
It is. It really is.
They're
And-
busy talking about prison
Yeah.
and their captivity
Prison.
while they're under captivity.
And who's crashing out and who's taking
Who
whose
talked about me
stuff.
and
Yeah, and then
they're throwing Vato's paperwork out there and this Vato is no good and this Vato ratted on this. Who cares about what that guy did to that guy? And they're not in prison.
yeah.
And if you are that guy that's political, why don't you go over there and handle that Vato over there?
Yeah, for the most part. Then
That's crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. You know, when in the episode like today really makes me think a lot. Like, I'm glad we're not in that route. We're not in that lane.
We never were.
Yeah, exactly. And the way people come at us talking about knowledge, talking about education, talking about, you know, shit that helps our community.
Yeah.
You know, that makes me very proud that we're not adding to that negativity, that poison to our community. Because even though even though our people probably don't like watching it, they watch it because in some sort of way it is entertaining because you're seeing people make fools of themselves for, you know, entertainment purposes. Whereas here we're talking about things that impact our community.
Yeah.
You know, in our youth. So I'm definitely happy for tonight's episode, and shout out to the super chat because I'm pretty sure we have super chats. I want to read them because I don't want anybody to get disappointed. Okay, first one from Victor Aguilar. He dropped $2. He says, shout out to Tonio I'm not gonna Victor, you're not gonna get me with that one. Okay, shout out to Victor Aguilar also for giving out 2 memberships tonight.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
And we got one from 805 Plumbing. Says Marvin Norris ride a tandem bicycle but won't admit.
Ora, never, homie.
I'm down.
Never. I'll ride rollerblades.
Hey.
You guys didn't know I know how to rollerblade, huh?
All right, and let me finish off this poll. It says, what's today? And the options were Indigenous Day, Columbus Day, Norby's Day. We got 60% that said Indigenous Day. We got
That's right.
12% that said Columbus Day. And then we got 28% that says Norby's Day.
Child, you're lying on that one.
Proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, you just wanted to say pudding.
Hey.
You want somebody in your pudding.
Yeah. All right, you're turning this into something else.
All right, go ahead.
Before he goes any further, yeah. So shout out to the live chat. Shout out to our members. Shout out to our subscribers. Shout out to everybody that hit the like button because
Is that the real dog face?
I don't know. Dogface, is that the real you?
Dog face in the casa. Is that the real dog face?
Dogface from who? From where?
Dog face with the cranberry juice, dude. Skateboarder.
Oh,
Man, what's up with this?
You're.
Stop saying that because
You're
I put my
You see that?
Oh wait.
Yeah. When you're talking and you put it in there.
Ooh, my frequency,
Yeah,
huh?
that was your free.
it's
Okay,
too
so
high
right
to
now we
spend,
got
huh?
over 200 viewers currently. We're at 103 likes. If we could push that upwards
Damn,
to
we're
like
missing like 100
maybe-
likes right
yeah,
there.
we're missing about 100 likes. And if we could get those 100 likes, that'll be much appreciated because it does help spread the content. It puts us in the algorithm. YouTube recently had a big change up in their algorithm because of a lot of changes they're making. So we need all the likes we can get right now to get YouTube to start pushing us more to other audiences. That being said, thank you to everybody again that came in and that it literally hit the like button as soon as I asked them to. I appreciate that because we went up like by 5 more likes. So thank you to all you guys. Shout out to Ranting with Ramos podcast.
That's right,
Jake,
Ranting.
Sal.
Appreciate you.
We got
Jedi, what's up, Jedi?
We got a lot of
Give a shout out. Give a shout out to the chat before I get my last word.
To Go Sosa Music, we got Dogface, Norma Townsend, we got Brad Pitbull in the house, we got Zapata Vive, we got Zayd, we have the Red Cat Uprock, Lades, we got Pelon 915, we have 805 Plumbing, we got Dollies, we got Lisa Duran Carrillo. And we got, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we have Rita in the house. So shout out to Rita also. That being said, shout out to anybody I missed also. And thank you very much for watching us and enjoying the content, being part of the show. And once again, thank you, Marvelous. And off to you.
Carlos from Kentucky.
Hey.
All right, here we go. So many of us grew up, right? we grew up with all these holidays and Christmas. I look forward to Christmas. I love opening presents. I grew up with Halloween. I love to go get candy. Um, I grew up looking forward to school, but the most part was to be around my friends, which were also indigenous children like myself that had issues, that grew up in broken homes, that grew up with people being addicted, with domestic violence, with all sorts of problems. And I bonded with those kids and we became friends. And some of us got into neighborhoods. Some of us became taggers. Some of us got into broken relationships. Some of us had kids at early ages, you know, but we still believed in this American dream. We still believed in our teachers teaching us this curriculum. Our teachers didn't know any better because they went to school and they learned from a teacher that also taught them a curriculum, a manifesto, a packet that they were supposed to teach. Where did that packet come from? When was that packet created? When did they start to try to change our DNA? When did they start to uneducate us? What did they take out from our history, our story? What have we missed out on this whole time? Wow, this channel is to let you know what you missed out on. You missed out on learning about you. You missed out on learning your culture. You missed out learning about how special you are and that there's more choices than just to become a lawyer or a doctor or a policeman or a fireman. There's more to you than you know. You're more smarter than you know. And I'm here to let you know that. I'm just a messenger. I'm just passing through. You know? When you pass on and you're not here no more, and you finally meet your maker, whether you believe in God or you worship another God, you're going to find out that this story right here, this life that you lived, was only about you. And everybody else that was in your life, your friends, your family members, your cousins, were all just actors in your movie, starring you. You were the star the whole time, and you didn't even know it. And you manifested everybody's reality except your own. So I just want to let you know that you guys are special. You guys are supposed to know more than what you know. You guys could go further than what you thought. And you guys aren't just human beings. You guys are special than that. You guys are more than that. You guys are a higher energy. And all these other people are created to be your resistance. Show them that you're bigger than that and nothing can stop you. Show them that you're better than what they thought you were. Show them that you're more powerful than anybody thought you ever were. Become something that you never thought you could be. And I thank you for being a participant in this show. I thank you for opening your mind. And we send our love and respects your way.
See you in the next one.
Stay marvelous.